on your digital live pass screen. The Bay's in a huddle at the moment, and we're nearly ready to go here. The rain's holding off. Hopefully we'll be okay. Obviously it's going to be a pretty windy affair down here at Glenelg Stadium, and the ground does look in magnificent condition. I was down here for the cricket late in the season, and it looked great then. It looks equally sensational this afternoon. Not a bad crowd in with this 4:10 start, and we hope you enjoy all the coverage this afternoon. The SANFL Maccas League Round 3 clash. The Tigers and the Redlegs. Players getting into the positions. Interchange players coming off the ground, and everyone's clearing the area for what should be an entertaining clash here. Round 3 action. Both teams need a win. At the moment, the Tigers 0-2. They're desperate to get on the board, and Norwood 1-1. And to start things up today in this game, the commentator will be Don Cooper.
Yes, just a couple of minutes away here. Glenelg Stadium being cleared for the contest. The big men are in the 10-metre circle. The aerial jousters about to go at it. We'll have Neil VV for the Tigers and Sam Boulderstone, the big man. He leads the hit-outs in the competition. All in readiness, ball in the air. Let's let the games begin in round 3 action, your SANFL Maccas League. It's a beautiful bounce to get us underway. Boulderstone got front spot. VV, maybe the little tap down. Ball stripped, gets clear now. Disputed contest, charging through and trying to get it at Ian Malera. He's wrapped up in a tackle, going nowhere and holding the ball. So a free kick nice and early to the Redlegs and going the way of Matty Fuller. So Fuller now, defensive side of the centre circle, goes with a long, high bomb inside 50. Door the flyer at the back was Sermon. Ball spills out the back. Hamilton couldn't pick it up. Joseph good for the Tigers. Hand pass over the top, bouncing ball, still in Norwood's 50. We'll have Stacks on the mill. We'll have a ball up about 45 metres out.
So into the attacking area of Norwood, kicking with the breeze in this first quarter. Plenty of players around the football. And there's a bit of a split tap there at centre forward, and we'll have a secondary bounce. Umpiring quickly. Good to see them blow the whistle quickly, not letting the pack form early doors in this game. Umpire throws it into the air, and again, some good work there. Chance now for Chalmers. Ball comes out. The Bay's looking to move the ball forward. Good tackle applied. Kicked up towards Ian Miller. Now the Tigers, can they get into attack for the first time this afternoon? The kick inside the forward 50. Chance now there for young Miller. Ian Miller, away he goes. Gets the hand pass across to Terry. Terry kicks it towards goal and he puts it through. So the Tigers are onto the board in the first couple of minutes of play. They're one straight. Norwood yet to score.
Yeah, fantastic work there. And as you said, Terry Malera getting involved. Brothers in arms there, and they've got the Redlegs in dire straits early days. First goal of the game, first goal of the quarter, and that goes to the Tigers and Terry Malera. Thanks to Bone Timber, of course, providing quality timber since 1919. They are a 5th generation family business, and they brought that first goal to us, and what a goal it was.
And Neil VV having a good start to the game, getting some early hit-outs for the Tigers.
So, back in the middle. Restart, early win to the Tigers. They're on the board. VV, little finger tipper down. Sawford in game number 50, scrapping for the pill. Can't find it. Drags it back in underneath his Redlegs opponent. We'll have a ball up as umpire Philp comes in and says, I'll have it. Ben Sawford moved across from the Magpies to the Tigers. And a great career celebrating 50 games today. Boulderstone got the tap down. Sawford almost threw it out, and the umpire said, you actually did. So the free kick will go to Louis Johnston and the Redlegs. What have they got ahead of them? Beautiful long kick by Louis, but it's going to be well read and picked off here by Ubergang. Of course, the former Docker. His shifting little pass comes grandstand side now, and the Tigers can work it towards the wing. Costa worked underneath it but did well. Involved in the last contest. Got it to Scharenberg. Little round the body kick. Will it sit for Ian Malera? It will. And he's got the jets on. The kick was a real scrubby one. Looking for Scott, who did well, but he's wrapped up by Bode in a crunching tackle and holding the ball. Free kick, Jace Bode. The Norwood skipper, brilliant. And the Redlegs are away quickly with Phillips in open space.
And there's plenty of room for him out on the half forward flank. He's about 70 metres from goal. No one within about 30 metres of him. Looks to kick it forward. A low pass up into the forward zone. Mark nearly taken there by Sermon. He's been paid. So good work there. Moving the ball quickly, and you can see the advantage of kicking with the breeze in this first quarter. So Luke Sermon, the lad that was at Hawthorn for a period of time, he's going to have a shot on goal from around 35 to 40 metres out. The breeze will be going across his left shoulder, and you'd think from there it'd be a pretty good chance to put Norwood on the board in this SANFL Macca's League Round 3 clash. Kick on its way, looks good off the boot. Is it through for a goal? I think it is. The goal umpire likes it. And there go the two fingers. So scores level here at the Bay, 1 goal apiece.
Yeah, fantastic slingshot football from the Redlegs there. The great tackle. It all started back in the defensive 50 with Jay Spade doing what the captain does best. Just a crunching tackle, set it up. Lovely quick passage of play. Opened up Simon Phillips. He had the time to hit up Luke Sermon there and put the finishing touches on it. His 4th goal in the Macca's League.
And just a quick mention, Lockie Hosey into the side, number 47 today. Carl Nicholson, a late withdrawal. You did spot, Don, that 47 was out there. And that's the team news for Glenelg, which we got thanks to the champion data lads.
Scores level thanks to your Villies scoreboard, 1 straight apiece. Back in the middle, umpire hunted Mark with a beautiful bounce to get us underway again. Greg couldn't read it, falls out the back here now for Shot, who just shoots it inside 50 off a good left shoe, but it's picked off by Giorgio, one of the best in the business at reading the ball. And he rebounds it with a nice little pass to find the skipper in Bode. So the Redlegs again to the outer side of Glenelg Stadium. And the mark taken here by Talia. Back pedals. Chipping little pass on the 45 finds Grigg. Wanted to get onto the left foot quickly, but that was shut down, so good work by Sawford. Grigg now eventually towards right half forward is picked off by Curran, the skipper for the Tigers, and he'll rebound the Tigers back from left half back.
Yeah, good intercept mark from the skipper. He's going to go long into the breeze up towards the wing position. Players set themselves, good spoil there. Taylor's in the action. Hand pass came out there from Scott. Tigers trying to get possession of the footy once again, but they can't. Norwood diving in on top of it. Ball comes out. Hand pass over the top. Finds Bampton. He's going to go inside 50 for Norwood. And again, looks like Sermon's got it, the big fella. Swings on the left foot in towards the forward zone. Ball goes down. It's going to be marked on the line. No, it's touched. Should have been nearly marked there by Brady Dorr. Goes through for a rush behind. So Norwood moved to 1-1. Glenelg 1 straight. They're in front as the ball returns back into play. Marked by Matty Snook for the Tigers.
And Snook's kick goes towards the wing. Scott was pushed underneath it by Talia. The umpire agreed with me, so Josh Scott will take the free kick. Defensive side of centre wing for the Tigers. They trail by the solitary point. Chance probably gone begging for the Redlegs. Dorr just couldn't take the mark. Lateral kick from Scott finds Proud. And there'll be a 25 applied, so Josh Scott will get it back. Now attacking side of the centre wing. What's he got ahead of him? A couple of tall targets, but he decides to peel off with the kick and find VV. Too far out to score. But the big man, he's got a raking kick when he can let it go. And he wants to go short though. They've just worked themselves into the pocket there, and that's Sawford. Milestone match for him today. Looks inboard, called to play on now. Has to go backwards, so Norwood are building the wall. And Proud has it. Way too far out to score Maxi Proud. Needs a lead up and he gets it, and the kick's good, and it finds Motlop. So just steady as she goes at the moment. Motlop will want to turn and burn. Here he goes. Loads up inside 50. Scott sets himself. Good punch from the back by Talia, and the boundary line wins out. So we'll have a boundary throw in. We've gone about 6 or 7 minutes in this opening score. It's the Tigers 1 straight. Norwood lead at 1-1-7.
And I've inadvertently bumped the board, so we've got rid of that buzzing in our left ear, which I'm delighted to let you know. I hope I wasn't coming through in the broadcast. VV grabs it out of the air. Chance there. Hand pass comes back. Attempted kick smothered there off the boot there of Motlop, and he's done for holding the ball. So Norwood will get it free, and they get it to advantage. Chance now across half back. Hand pass comes across from Nunn. Norwood though, they might turn this over. The Tigers a chance they can pick it up. Ball keeps coming forward. Chance now for the legs. Kick across there towards the big fella. Can't find his target, and the Tigers should clear across half back.
They do through Proud. He got it to Scharenberg. Had to manage to get himself out of a tackle. The kick by Ubergang into open space. Looking for Jesse Watt. He did well, the big man. Turned his opponent, Louis Johnson, inside out. Drills the pass over the top looking for Hosey. It's going to be picked off by Giorgio. Gave him the big stiff arm sternum shove. Got him too high. Free kick. Advantage paid. Now it's with little Pedro. A little Pedro type pass. And it finds his teammate there in Matty Nunn. Well, the crowd didn't like that one on home turf, but Boulderstone's got it now. Palms it off to Greg. Greg with a searching kick inside 50. Great defensive spoil. And the boundary line will win out here. But a free kick's going to be paid, and it's going to be paid to the Redlegs, and it's going to go the way of Declan Hamilton.
I must say that he did look to fend him off there, and I think that might have gone the wrong way, that decision, but the umpire made his call, and now a chance for Hamilton to have his first shot on goal today and increase that lead for the Redlegs, which is only a point at the moment, looking to extend it to 7.
He's only played the 2 games of SANFL Macca's League, Declan Hamilton. He's kicked 2 goals, averages 1 per game. Could he kick one here? Hamilton from 25 strikes it, and strikes truly. The Legs have got their second. They're 2-1, 13. They lead the Tigers 1-6. 7-point margin. That's on your Villies scoreboard. Villies, of course, the family bakery celebrating 50 years in business. You can taste the difference, Laurie.
God love them. And just some early stats. Disposals pretty even, 27 to 23. The marks, again, pretty even so far. 7 to Glenelg, 8 to Norwood. Inside 50s favouring Norwood, 6 to 4. And the rebound 50s Glenelg's way, 4 to 3. Good start to this game. It's Glenelg 6, Norwood leading on 13, and the ball back in the centre. We're going to see VV in ruck up against Boulderstone. Umpire toss in the air. VV gets the tap. Players jump on the footy. Comes back to VV. Kicks inside the forward 50. And a mark should be taken. It is nicely taken there by Josh Scott. So Glenelg looking to get a quick reply here. Good centre break out the middle, Dom.
Amazing what you can do as a forward when the ball comes in quickly. Josh Scott worked his player to the right side. The kick went to the right side, the fat side for him. He was able to run on it. Took a great mark out in front of Alex Giorgio. And he is a goal scorer, Josh Scott.
Let's have a look at him. He's got a long run up. He's going to kick from about 40. He's starting about 60, as you can see on your digital live pass screen. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Runs across the 50 and takes his time. There's the kick into the breeze. He's kicking right into it, and it looks all right. The goal umpire, I reckon he likes it. So another goal for the Tigers. They move to 2 straight 12. Norwood 2-1 13. A good quick reply into the breeze.
Certainly is, and it's a good arm wrestle of a contest here at the moment. Just the 1 point in it on the Villies scoreboard there. Glenelg getting their second goal through Josh Scott, and as you said, Laurie, the big man Neil Vivi very much involved, and he's a real player spotlight for us. I think if we keep an eye on him, he could have a real influence on this contest today.
Yeah, already down for 5 hit outs, a couple of possessions and a mark, so he started the game well. And the Tigers doing well into the breeze here. We've had 10 minutes of the first term.
So the 2 18s are going to tango together. Jesse White and Sam Boulderstone in the 10-metre circle. Umpire Hunted Mark limbers up, gets his Pilates out of the way, bangs the Burley into the turf, and it's a good one too. Both rucks get a good look of it. Boulderstone got it down the Nunn. Hand pass intercepted. Snook involved. Got it to Martini. Driving kick inside 50. It was too hot to handle though for Hosey. Bode read it well. Nice little hand pass. Back pedals. He's got support in the form of McKenzie there. He's got to go back through Talia. They're in trouble here. That was interesting. A little bit of a Karate Kid action there from Bode, but the mark's picked off by Hawkins. Hawkins now drives it back inside 50. Big men set themselves 1-2. Take your pick. Lockie Hosey brought into the side, and that's probably why the big man has taken the mark. Great mark by the youngster.
And he had a bit of help from his mate Josh Scott there, who was just behind him there, helped him control that mark. So a chance for the Tigers to get back-to-back goals and regain the lead.
Hosey in the big lime green boots. They stand out here. They stood out in the marking contest. He strikes it from 25. It wobbles, it bobbles, but it goes straight. They get around him. He gets his first. Glenelg get their third. They take the lead. They are 3 straight 18. Norwood 2-1 13. 5-point margin on your Villies scoreboard.
Nice mark taken there by the late inclusion, the 21-year-old. Good mark. His second goal this season. And brought in the late withdrawal there, I think, of Carl Nicholson. So the Tigers responding well after Norwood managed to get a 7-point lead. They've kicked the last couple of goals. We've been going about 12 minutes here in this first term. So hope you're enjoying the action. SANFL Macca's League round 3. Ball back in the centre. Wide in ruck, grabs it out. He's given away a free kick though. Must have been a bit of high contact there on Boulderstone. So he'll get the free kick, the big man. Eventually gets the ball back. He's going to probably drive it long. No, he goes short. Chips it across. Good bit of play there. Didn't go to the long bomb. Found his teammate there in Johnston. Now Johnston at 6s and 7s. He's going to go long as well. Up towards the forward zone, looking for Sermon. And the mark, is that Dorr taking the mark? I think it is.
Mitch Grigg.
That's Mitch Grigg, the McGarry medalist. So a good mark from him. And he's got a chance to kick a goal. Playing his 88th game this afternoon in SANFL. Plenty of interchanges going on below us. And a chance now for Norwood to regain the lead, Don.
Yeah, he's a pinpoint kick too, Mitch Grigg. He shouldn't have any problem with this.
Here he goes. Barely 15 metres out. Slight angle left footer. And there she goes, straight through. So Norwood 3-1-19. Back in front of Glenelg 3 straight 18, and it's been an entertaining clash here so far. You wouldn't know it was that windy down at Glenelg Stadium. They're scoring nicely at both ends.
Yeah, I think the conditions have been negated fantastically by both sides. They're just playing good high pressure football. Their skills are very, very good as far as by foot and by hand as well. So we're seeing some really good action here for this crowd that's starting to build. Always a big crowd here down on Snouts Hill and in front of the bar there, enjoying the great facilities here at Glenelg Stadium. Even a few on the newly developed mound to our left. Ball back in the middle. White got the tap down this time. Shot, took his shot. Spirals a left foot barrel towards left half forward. Scott leads in the race. Giorgio bodied him out of it. Be interesting on this one. I think it may be a free kick to the Redlegs. Last disposal out of bounds, and it is. So it'll go the way of Talia now. Drives a searching kick towards the wing, but it's all Tigers back there, and Scharenberg, the pick of the bunch, took the mark, looking around, weighing up his options, goes short, and it's a nice kick to Martini. Just forward of centre wing, outer side, Glenelg Stadium, the Tigers trail by 1 point. Martini sends them inside 50 again. Pack flies, but the only man who flew well enough was leaping Louis Johnston, and a good defensive mark.
And he changes the play towards the grandstand side. Not a bad looking kick. Sits up nicely for his teammate there in Pedro. Gets the hand pass back. Chance for Nunn. Nunn chips up towards the wing. Not his best kick, but it works out all right for Pedro once again. Swings onto the right foot. Centres the ball in towards half forward. Chance for Sermon, but he can't control the footy. Running back with the footy for the Tigers is Uber Gang. Ball comes out. Hand pass there from McCarthy. Under pressure, the Tigers defence, and they clear. And the mark will be taken at right half back by Scharenberg.
Scharenberg now. Young Jonty looks up, tries to drive it through the middle, and it's a searching kick through the cricket pitch area. Costa's got the wheels on. Johnston did well to just work him out of it. Hand pass was errant though. It's put Jeffries under all sorts of pressure. Farmed it out. Pedro involved. He's having a purple patch. Now to Fuller on the left shoe, looking for Edmead. Overcooked it. The little nuggety Edmead's in there. He falls over looking for the free kick. Nothing forthcoming. We'll have a boundary throw in about 60 around with the legs leading it by 1 point. And we've gone just about 17 minutes of this opening quarter. It's been fantastic SANFL Maccas League football.
Yeah, ball moving around very nicely so far in these conditions. Norwood 19, lead the Tigers 18. Boundary throw in. White probably got that. Regained possession. Threw it away. Plants at the umpire. Ball comes back towards Sawford in his 50th. He can get out to White. They're going to clear this, the Tigers. They've got a bit of room to move if they can get hold of the footy. Ball in the centre of the ground. Mark taken there by Shot. Is he a good shot? He kicks up towards Miller in that forward 50. Let him go, the little fella. Gets the ball on the inside of his right boot and chips it across cleverly. And the mark taken there by Josh Costa. So clever play there. And another chance for the lead to change once more, Donnie. We've seen it a few times in this game. We might see it again here.
Yeah, we certainly will. It has been a real arm wrestle. Costa tried to chip it across to Motlop in the middle of the ground there inside 50, only about 25 out. The umpire said, no, thank you. You come back around here, Josh, and you take the kick yourself. But what a beautiful, clever little kick from Ian Malera.
Yeah, great to watch. So can the Tigers regain the lead into the breeze? Trail by a point at the moment. Kick on its way from Costa. It's a high, floaty looking thing. It's off to the left, I think, and doesn't swing back. So score's tied up here, 3-1 apiece, and we've been going 17 in the first term.
Deserving of the contest, I think. We're locked away. It's a real bob of the head go at the moment. So McKenzie now drives it out to Pedro from the restart, and Pedro saws one. White soared above the pack. Ball at ground level now. Plenty of Redlegs around it. No one's forthcoming with the ball emerging from the pack, and we'll have a ball up.
And it looks like White's thriving on a bit of work in the ruck, Don. He's getting his hand on the footy, getting into the contest, getting into the game. Good to see.
Yeah, we put the blowtorch under the big man early days when he's responded. Ball comes out the back here now to McKenzie. Lovely left foot little pass finds Johnston. Quick to turn and burn. Squaring ball towards the grandstand side. Switches on. Hand pass over the top from Talia was good to none. Oh, Shenton's got to be good. He stood up in the tackle and he stood strong. Release Giorgio. Goes short on the 45. Picked off by Sawford though. On the burst and the rebound. The Tigers respond. Scharenberg gets his kick away under pressure. A real little floater. It bounces in front of Ian Malera. He gets shepherded from Costa and the kick is just missed. But another lead change minus score. Glenelg 3-2-20. Norwood 3-1-19.
And our cameraman Jeff just pointing to Vivi, who will probably get on screen in a moment from this kick out. Just having a little bit of trouble running at the moment, but the ball's about to be brought back into play by Norwood. Out towards that defensive side, and a good mark taken out there. It might be Johnston, I think, again. So Norwood have lost the lead. 3-1, Glenelg 3-2. Good game of footy here. Umpire calls play on. And the legs up towards the wing position. Fisted away. Goes over the back. Bit of pinball there. Chance there for Chalmers. Tackle applied on the wing. Hand pass comes clear. Bit of scrappy play here at the moment. Putting his head over the footy there was McCarthy. Left foot kick. In fact, out of play on the full. So it'll be a kick to the Redlegs as we head towards time on in this first quarter.
Matty Panos with the Burley in hand. He'll bring it back into play. Norwood trail by the point. It's been a real ebbing and flowing contest. Fantastic SANFL Maccas League football. Panos's kick to a big pack contest. No one came down with it. Door was one of the flyers with Sermon. VV just launched a kick out of the pack, picked off by Panos. Drives it back towards right half forward, but he didn't lift the eyes because if he did, he certainly wouldn't have kicked it straight down the throat of Jonty Scharenberg, who takes a nice relieving mark. Pressure valve released. Good kick inboard to Motlop. They're prepared to take the corridor on today, Glenelg. Good attacking football against a side who likes to own it in Norwood. So Motlop squares it. Again, a lateral kick to Scharenberg. Again, back on the 45 to Martini. Good hand pass, release Sawford. Sawford with a floater. Bounces inside 50. Giorgio back there for the legs. He's got support in the form of Pedro, but throwing himself across the ball. Great stuff, courageous stuff was Ian Malera. And the free kick results, well, that can go back to Ian Malera because Josh Scott was able to land the tackle and gets the free kick.
So he's going to have a chance to score. It's a tough kick from there, right up against the boundary in the left forward pocket. He's already kicked one goal so far today. But we've seen so far, the kicks are making the distance quite nicely. So Scott on the right, high ball is going to land inside the play. Now it's through for a behind. So the Tigers increase their lead, move to 3-3-21. Norwood 3-1-19. So they're doing well here, Don, to have a bit of a lead as we enter the late stage of this first term. The kick out's marked by Jeffries. Kicks up towards the left half-back flank. Trying to pick it up was Grigg. Does well in the end. Gets the hand pass across to his teammate there in Shenton. Shenton does a good little handball inside there to Wilson. Wilson goes long up towards the forward 50. Goes over the head of Sermon. He taps it back into play. A chance. A kick off. Oh, it's smothered on the line. And a rush behind. So good movement of the footy there by Norwood. 3-2. The Tigers 3-3.
Great last line of defence work by Luke Reynolds for the Tigers. Saved a certain goal from the boot of Simon Phillips. So they're just sticking to their guns at the moment, the Tigers. As Scharenberg now has to play on quickly. Long kick, VV set himself, split the pack. Johnson was a flyer. Motlop front and square, did it well. Looked up, kicks towards the big man in Hosey, and he takes a great mark under pressure. 2-on-1, and Lockie Hosey takes a ripping mark, as we said, into the side late to replace Carl Nickerson.
Hasn't got much to kick to, but he's going to go long.
Goes with the big lime green boots and just thumps it forward, but it's going to come back. A good mark taken by Pedro. Been one of Norwood's real good players early stages. What's he got ahead of him? Just in front of the blow-up fun area over there at Glenelg Stadium. It's been a lot of fun for the crowd here watching this match too. Squaring ball to Talia. Another chipping ball to Johnston. He's a beautiful kick. Can he split the Tigers open here with one? He certainly can. If it sits for Fuller, they're away. Scott's in hot pursuit. Fuller on the left leg, sat beautifully. Inside 50, one-on-ones everywhere and floating in across the back. Well, fortune favours the brave and making good ground there to take the mark and go back to have the shot on goal for Norwood to try and get the lead back. Peter Bampton, it's just a nice read of the ball. He wastes no time. He'll strike it from 25, slight angle, aims left, stayed left. Gee, he played it for the swing and it didn't happen. He needed my golf swing and it didn't work. Minor score, so Norwood now 3-3-21. Glenelg 3-3-21 on the village scoreboard. Scores locked away.
Yeah, 21 each of two. Late stage of this first quarter. Long kick out, taken there, or attempted to mark there by Giorgio. He gets a hand on it. Will that be last touch or will it be a boundary throw? It's going to be a boundary throw in on that far half forward flank, right in front of the Hamilton Hotel sign. Who love the Tigers, Glenelg. So we're going to have a throw in. Wide in ruck against VV. Number 3 is Bampton, who just missed that easy shot on goal. Number 10 for Norwood is Hamilton. Bit of a line ball tap on that occasion. Good tackle applied there by Johnston. Does the ball come out? It does. White tries to get it clear and he's done for holding the ball. In fact, it was Grigg was done holding the ball, so it'll be a free kick, and I reckon it's going to be a 25-metre penalty as well, Don. Bit of aggravation out there in the centre. Yeah,
no love lost between these two sides, as we said. Bit of history. And, of course, Matty Snook now with the ball in hand. He calls. He said, come to me. Where's my leaders? Kicks it towards Scott. Overcooked it. Went too far for him. Picked up by Costa. Changed lanes beautifully. Lines up the goals and missed. Bad luck, geez, he's having a good first quarter too, Joshy Costa. They get the lead back though, Glenelg, 3-4-22. Norwood 3-3-21 on your village scoreboard.
Yeah, up to 4 possessions. Unfortunately, he's missed both shots at goal, but he's getting a bit of the footy. Tigers doing well here. They've got a lead into the breeze in this first quarter. Short kick from the Redlegs finds the captain Bode. Norwood looking to clear the area and try and get another shot on goal before the break. So, good mark there by Talia. Gets a hand pass across to McKenzie. Up towards centre half forward. Oh, nice mark taken there in the fence there. Have to help me there, Don. Who's that?
Yeah, Maxie Proud there.
Good mark. He'd be proud of that, Max, as he chips that one across to his teammate there, Martini. Barely the required distance. He's called to play on now. Martini chips across, and a good mark taken there by Snook. Under pressure there from Edmead. Wants to get onto his left foot. He does eventually up towards a half forward. Chance for young Terry Miller. Ball comes to Grant. It's going to be a free kick to young Costa, who's in the game. Goes inside 50. Can they get a mark? Scott goes up. There's the other Miller, but it comes to ground. There's Pedro, gets a hand pass. Oh, interception there, nearly completed for the Tigers, and Norwood looked to clear.
Through the corridor, Pedro hands it off to Talia. He kicks a big floating wobbler. Door couldn't take it. Proud was good. Shifting little hand pass out the back. Nice little exit ball to Joseph. And a downfield free kick dealt with by Wilson after. Scharenberg now, the recipient of the free. Short on the 45 to shot. He just gives it back to Proud. Loads up, the ball floating around. We'll have to check the PSI of the Burley, I reckon, at quarter time. Ball at ground level. Scott dives on it. Giorgio dives on it. Umpire dives in, says mine.
There's a line there, but I'm not going to say it. Very good call. So we're nearly at quarter time here. Crowd enjoying the action too. Ruckman going up there. VV almost against his own teammate there in white. Ball comes to ground. Crushing tackle. VV's in the action. Geez, good player to watch this lad. I'm really enjoying his work today. I hope he's okay. Saw him limping around a little bit earlier. Plenty of players around this ball. VV wins the tap. Scott tries to get a kick, but it's smothered. Chance now for Costa, but the hand pass is intercepted. In fact, it's called a throw, and it'll be a free kick to Olsen of the Redlegs. He comes out wide, mark taken by McKenzie.
McKenzie now, the former Kangaroo, will get onto that left shoe, drives it down the line, good pass, and it's picked out his teammate there in Bampton. Bampton now squares it in. Juggling attempt nearly taken by Grigg, but the siren will spoil the party for everyone. What an opening quarter in this round 3 clash, and there's a little little bit going on after it, and here they come. They're coming from everywhere. Well, keep our eyes on the action. Something sparked a fire. Plenty of heat in the kitchen here on a cold afternoon at Glenelg Stadium. As we said, no love lost, and what a ripping contest. The Tigers lead it by 1 point at quarter time, 3-4-22, Norwood 3-3-21. So we're going to have a look at the goal scorers. Firstly, for the Tigers, thanks to the Telstra store at Glenelg, proud supporters of the Glenelg Football Club. Goals to Terry Malera, Josh Scott and Lockie Hosey for the Tigers. They're 3 goal scorers. Of course, they're sitting on 3-4 at the moment, 22 with a 1 point lead. And we'll also have a look at the goal scorers for Norwood, thanks to the approach, but it's what's happening at ground level, and Norwood is still right in the contest.
And you're just watching at home on the live stream. Vivi getting some strapping at the moment. Jeff's got that on the screen for you, and hopefully he's okay. We saw him have a little bit of trouble in the, about halfway through the first quarter, wasn't it? We're getting a little bit of help from one of the trainers. Hopefully that shoulder will be okay. He's just putting his jumper back on now as the field is to be cleared for the start of the second quarter. Norwood's still in their huddle, so the coach there, Jared Cotton, probably having a few choice words to say to his troops heading to this second term. Yeah,
just a few last-minute instructions. I think they really play to their structures well, Norwood, so I think Jared will just be in there saying, hey, look, guys, you know what, we didn't take our chances in that first quarter. We've got to work really hard into this breeze, just like the Tigers did. We can't let them have control of this game because, as you mentioned, they are here to win today. They've yet to have a win this season, the Tigers, but I think they're better than that. And Norwood at 1-1, they came off a brilliant win against South Adelaide last week, who we look to as one of the good sides of the competition. But, gee, this is game on this afternoon, and you are in the box seat on the digital pass here. Laurie Colliver, Don Cooper with you. Second stanza is about to be written. Ball in the air, and we're about to get underway. Yep. Theron Philp, the umpire, to get us underway. Up we go. Boulderstone up in the ruck against White. Comes out the back now to Bampton, who got it out the back to Panos. Panos' kick around the body. Jeffries couldn't take it. Second effort was good. Farms it back to Panos. Inboard to Bampton. Got the call from Boulderstone. Big Sammy turned, loaded up, and it's a beautiful pass, and it's picked out Sermon on the lead. Very reminiscent of the Josh Scott lead out and shot on goal in the first quarter for the Tigers. This time it's Sam Boulderstone to Luke Sermon.
Yeah, he's done well. Third mark for Sermon. He kicked a goal in the first term. We've seen quite a few goals kicked from that part of the ground, just on left half forward inside the forward 50.
He might have got a sermon from Jared Cotton at quarter time. Sermon now drives the kick towards the Phyllis end, misses to the near side, minus score, so we're locked away again. It's a tied ball game, 3-4 apiece, 22 points, plays 22 points on your Villy scoreboard.
So the ball to be brought back into play by Joseph. Plays on, kicks towards that outer side. Players set themselves. White gets the big fist over the back. Chance now, kick partly smothered. Scott goes up, tries to take the ball, can't. Chance now for Glenelg. Hand pass comes out there from Zach Hawkins and eventually goes over the line, and I reckon that's the last touch there. So it's going to go to Grigg, or is it going to go to the boundary umpire? No, it's going to go to the boundary umpire. So we can have a throw in on that far side. Sun setting, VV in ruck for the Tigers up against Boulderstone. Plenty of players around this boundary throw in. Plenty of pushing and shoving. Tap forward there by Panos. He's had a bit of the footy in the first quarter. Chance now for the Redlegs there through none. Bit of loose play out there. Good tackle applied there on the far side by VV. He's in the game, isn't he? Loves everything of this Aussie rules. Tapping the ball, marking it, kicking it, getting involved. Got the shoulder strap. Having a crack for the Tigers. Scores tied away at 22 apiece. Early moments of the second term.
Yeah, he just loves it, Neil VV. Loves his footy. Plays with a lot of passion and charisma. Got the tap down. Sawford turning, looking inside. Whistle gone, and there's going to be a free kick paid, and it will go to the Redlegs. Going to go to Mitch Grigg, the Macquarie medalist by the look, will it? No, it's going to go to Big Boulderstone. So what can Slam and Sammy do? He looks up, he goes short on the 45, and he finds Johnson, who presents well. Now Louis, a lovely kick. This is no exception. Might have just overcooked it. Nearly picked off at the back there, and yes it was, by Terry Malera. playing a defensive role at the moment. Short little 25-metre kick finds Joseph. Gets on with it. They want to come back down the line. Players set themselves. White crashed the pack. Free kick gone, and it will go to the way of the Tigers. Advantage taken by Motlop. Kicks it out in front of Ian Malera. How will the ball bounce? Little Pedro's got the pedals working overtime, and he did well to rush the minor score. Gives up the lead to Glenelg. They go to 3-5-23. Norwood 3-4-22, but I'm sure he'd rather the behind than an Ian Malera goal.
That was a clever kick though from Motlop. We saw a bit of that last night in the AFL. Some clever kicking from Collingwood as the ball back into play. Good pass there finds Johnston, who's had plenty of the footy so far today. Leading possession winner for Norwood now with 10. Once he does decide to do something with the footy, he's going to go out wide. Seen a fair bit of play on that far side so far. Good spool there from Maxi Proud, and the ball goes over the boundary line and out of play. So it's Glenelg 3-5-23, leading Norwood 3-4-22. About 4 minutes in this second term. SANFL Macca's League, round 3 action. The Tigers seeking their first win of the season. Norwood looking for their second. And we're watching the two ruckmen get in the battle there. Scrappy play at the moment. Number 3 for Norwood there is Bampton, diving on the footy. Ball comes out. Hand pass there, Sawford. And it's turned over. Norwood now got a chance. Hand pass there coming from Bode, the captain. Kick forward up towards left half forward. 2-on-1. Can the Tigers mark it? They can. And it's taken there by Chalmers at right half back. So a bit of a scrappy start to the second quarter. Your commentators here, Laurie Colliver. And now it's here from Don Cooper.
So Elliot Chalmers now strikes it down the outer wing. Players set themselves. Scott worked underneath it for the Tigers. Jesse White's in there paddling the ball around. He's being harassed by Bode, the Norwood skipper. Josh Scott came in, got the hand pass, but it's over the boundary line and out of play. And this time we will have a boundary throw in.
He likes a bit of a rumble, does Scott, doesn't he? He was involved in that little clash before quarter time, just throwing his weight around a bit there at the moment, Don.
He doesn't mind it. He gets a little bit frustrated if he's not getting enough of the pill there. So Josh Scott getting himself in the game. Nice little tap out the back to Snook from VV. Quick hands to Scharenberg. Then using his teammates there to drive the Tigers forward. Jeffries there for the Redlegs, did it well. Shenton read it beautifully off the Jeffries hand pass, but it's picked off very nicely here by Hawkins.
It's out of play.
Yeah, the umpire did say, bring it back, I'll throw it in. He's going to have his work cut out with him too. Throwing straight into the teeth of this breeze as VV and Boulderstein set themselves. Just a 1-point margin in favour of the home side. Well, the throw-in didn't favour anyone. Costa emerged with that nice little exit ball, but a whistle gone, and we'll have another free kick. And it is going to the Tigers. It'll have to come back. And it looks like it will be going to the milestone player in Ben Sawford.
So a bit of a scrappy start to this second term. Tigers looking to make the most of the breeze after an excellent first quarter into it. So Sawford is going to kick across ground, finds Hawkins. And he's called him for 25. Just crept over the mark there. So didn't look like there was a lot in it, but Phillips did commit the error there. The kick comes across ground here. Proud again with the long hair. They're just chipping it around here, the Tigers, at the minute. Chance now then for the move the ball forward. Good kick there by Snook, deep into the attacking 50, over the head of everybody. And it's going to roll and roll and roll, and it goes out of play in that forward pocket, so no score. And I reckon we'll have a last touch, Norwood, to get the ball.
They certainly will, and they've built a wall, Norwood. They've thrown 2 extra players behind the ball in defence there, so that's forcing Glenelg to have to either long bomb or chip it around. So they're almost controlling the tempo of the game at the moment, the Redlegs defence, as they bring it back. Outside of 50, Pack set themselves, missed everyone. VV was good, tumbles one back inside 50. Pressure goes up again on the Redlegs defence. Scott was good to Costa. He just had a little bit of an airy, and under all sorts of pressure, he is going to be pinged holding the ball. You could see the umpire circling like a shark, and he got him. So Talia the free kick. He goes short, out wide, and spots up Mackenzie, who'll look to get on that left foot as quick as he can. But again, good forward press by the Tigers, so he kicks over the press. Pack set themselves, and that's a good mark, leaping high in the air by Curran, the skipper for the Tigers.
Like his boots too, he got the lime green numbers with a bit of blue on the back. He goes long up towards the forward 50, and a good mark taken there in defence. I think it should be paid, it will be. So nice work there from the Redlegs. Kick across comes towards Shenton. Gets a hand pass further afield. Chance now for an interception here. Good work there by Scharenberg. He gets the hand pass across, looking for his teammate there in Costa, who's had a pretty good game so far. Pulled off the footy. Shenton's in there again, working hard. Costa also over the footy. Bit of a scrap developing there in the left half forward area. It won't come out. The umpire letting it go though, and it's going to be a ball up. And just to let you know, we haven't had a goal since the 13-minute mark of the first quarter when Grigg kicked it for Norwood. So it's been a while since we've had a goal. We've been going 8 minutes in this second term. Balderstone wins the tap. Chance now for the Tigers to go forward. Hosey again, and now free kick coming back to Glenelg. So something off the ball. Might be Motlop, is it? He's going to get a free kick. Marlon Motlop. So he's going to have a chance. No, it's not going. He's going to get the ball off his teammate. He unloads. Good hand pass there from Saw for the kick from Motlop. Just fades to the right, does it? Yes, it does. A little bit of breeze taking the footy. So the Tigers move to 3-6, leading Norwood 3-4. We're due for a goal, Don. See what you can do.
Yeah, we certainly are. Marlon Motlop, well, he would have eaten that one up, I think, for breakfast usually, but just couldn't judge the win properly. So a little bit of a curl on it, but that's okay. We've got a 2-point lead for the Tigers. 24 plays 22. Bode, the skipper, goes across the face of goals and finds Shenton. Chips one back inboard. Dangerous, has to be good, and it was to Talia. He had Malira of the Ian variety on his hammer and tack. He's looking for Wilson now. Ground ball while keeping his feet. Good was McCarthy. Got on the left foot. Back inside 50. Ball over the top of Malira. Scott came charging out, and charging over the top of him was Mackenzie. Released Jesse White. Smother was fantastic. Pedro now emerges with the Burley. Good little shifting hand pass. Here come the legs again through Olsen. Had it, lost it, soccer style. The ball comes out towards the centre of the ground. Dorr missed it. Proud on the rebound. Fires it back in. Who's he got? Scott, was he taken? Yes, the umpire said. And no, it wasn't Scott, it was Hosey. So he's pulled up a little proppy after that too, Lockie Hosey, but he'll go back and have the shot on goal.
Yeah, he's kicked a goal in the game so far. Good turnover in the centre by the Tigers. So a chance for Glenelg to increase their lead here. And he is a little bit proppy there, the boy Hosey. Late inclusion into the side. And we're looking for the first goal for nearly a quarter of play. 13-minute mark of the first term was the last time the goal umpire put two fingers up. Let's see what Hosey can do here.
He's going to strike it from a 45-degree angle, only about 30 metres out. He allows for the breeze, and he snuck it in. Well, nice kick. Hosey gets his second. Glenelg get their fourth, first of the quarter. It breaks that deadlock of goals, and a nice one to Lockie Hosey. That first goal of the quarter brought to us by Bone Timber, providing quality timber since 1919, a fifth-generation family business, and that was some solid framework built by Glenelg then, thanks to Bone Timber.
And he's coming off with an injury too, Hosey, after kicking that second goal. Disappointment for the young man. So he's going to have to get that, perhaps re-strap that ankle of his. We'll find out a little bit more at half-time, perhaps what the problem is. But it's VV and ruck. Balderstone goes up a fraction early. Ball comes to ground. Players jumping into the footy. VV gets a hand out, does it well, and it's play on. No, it's going to come back for a throw. So unfortunately for VV, the big fella Balderstone, he'll take the free. Not sure where to go. Goes short, finds his teammate Johnston. 11 touches now for Johnston, having a good game. Chips it further out here towards Mackenzie. Mackenzie chips inside the forward 50, and it's a good looking pass, but it's punched away from Ed Mead, and a good bit of work there by the defender Aaron Joseph, and we're going to have a boundary throw in. Score check here at Glenelg Stadium. The Tigers 30, Norwood on 22. So the rucks at it again, right on the 50-metre line here at the Phyllis end of the ground. Balderstone, VV. Balderstone does well, gets tapped across the back. Hand pass is intercepted from Bampton there, but they get back in over the footy. Trying to get that one out was shot. Players in over the footy again. Bit of a scrappy situation here for Norwood. It's Johnston. VV in the action. What can he do, the big fella? Gets a hand pass clear, and the Tigers are out of defence with good play.
Costa with the afterburners on, goes with a short pass to Scott. Scott wants to move it on quickly to shot, surrounded by a trio of Redlegs jumpers. Did well to get the hand pass to Motlop. He's put Scott under all sorts of pressure. Reynolds has to do well. Got away from the Wilson tackle, got it to Motlop, and just with a little floater that gets picked off by Mackenzie, puts the hands up and says, settle down, I'll control this in a 25 to boot. So Glenelg worked themselves into trouble there, Laurie. They just needed to move the ball quickly over the top.
I guess Norwood sort of built that line, and that was what, worried them not to get that long kick forward. But yeah, disappointing there. The Tigers had a good opportunity.
The Redlegs on the rebound again now through Shenton with a high 9-iron type of kick. It's a 3-on-1 battle. Jeffries couldn't take the mark out the back. Proud now. Bumping contest with Phillips, who's been fairly quiet. Hamilton for the legs. Couldn't pick it up. Martini in there. Shaken but not stirred. Got the hand pass out. Hamilton again involved. Here's a chance for Fuller. Went one way, then the other. Matty Fuller from 52 metres out. If you don't mind, the good doctor. Just what the doctor ordered for the Redlegs. Great goal, Matty Fuller. Gets his first. Norwood get their fourth. Well, here we go. 4-4, 28. The Redlegs 4-6, 30. The Tigers a 2-point ball game. But what a goal, Matty Fuller.
Yeah, right into the teeth of the wind. Lovely kick from Fuller. He's only had now 4 touches, all of them kicks, but 3 of them have gone inside 50 for Norwood. So much needed goal for the Redlegs into the breeze, and they reduced that margin back to 2 points. I don't think the margin's got over 8 points all day, so it's been a really tight affair here. The game starting to just open up after what I would say was a pretty scrappy opening part of the second quarter. We had 3 goals each, probably in that first half of the first term, and then not much after that. But the game's livened up again a bit here as VV in ruck, and there's a boundary umpiring on the case here, or this one of the central umpires has called a free kick for a centre square infringement for the Tigers. So the ball goes long in towards the forward 50. Scott has the ball punched away from him. Chance down forward, Glenelg. Millerer, Ian Variety, shocking kick off to the left, and there'll be no score. Would have been happy to do a little bit better Don there. And a chance inside 50, and Norwood will clear on the old last touch rule.
Yes, unfortunately, went off the wrong side of the ball, and yeah, the outside of the foot kick, but the ball comes back into play, and a good mark taken by VV. Strong, tall, and gets a 25 and can have a shot on goal now. So, unfortunately for the Redlegs, young Chris Olsen there just getting a bit overzealous on the mark, and that's going to cost him 25 and put VV almost directly in front of goal, and he'll kick from 40.
He's had a good game, 9 hit outs, second mark, 3 tackles, pretty good for a big man. He's going to have a shot on goal.
So what can he do here? Strike it from about 40. Well, it's not the greatest of kicks from VV, and the minus score, so Glenelg on the Villiers scoreboard trickle along to 4-7-31. The Redlegs 4-4, 28, 3-point margin, and we've gone about 15 in the second stanza.
Yeah, halfway through the term, Mackenzie's going to kick it to himself and play on. Gets a shepherd there. Oh, great smother there by the Tigers. That was brilliant play by Josh Scott. He's in the game, and his teammates come up and congratulate him. Brilliant play there. So that's going to result in a boundary throw in right in front of the cricket nets in that right forward pocket. So the Tigers 31 lead Norwood 28. VV in ruck for Glenelg. He's up against Talia, or is it going to be? It's going to be Sermon. Ball comes to ground. Tapped away. Chance now for Costa once again. Kick forward by Glenelg into the forward zone. Can Motlop take the mark? And we nearly did. He recovers well. He's tackled, drops the footy, plants to the umpire. Players diving in all over the place. VV has a flying shot at goal, goes high in the end. Scott marks it in the forward pocket. So great play. VV having a heck of a game today. He's doing everything, tackling, marking, ruck work, and he's got that ball. It was scrappy, but it found Scott, and he's got a chance to goal.
Yeah, be one of the best players on the ground for mine, Neil. VV and Josh Scott. Well, tough kick from here, but if anyone's going to kick it, Josh Scott will.
Well, the breeze is helping him with the left to right. Get that vortex going. You never know what he can do here with this kick. He's about 25 out, tight angle kick. He's hit it powerfully, but I think he's pushed it right. He has. So the Tigers move to a rather inaccurate 4 goals 8. Norwood on 4-4.
Yeah, tough conditions for the goal scorers, but gee, it's a great game of footy as Mackenzie gets us restarted and goes short to Grigg. So one left footer to another. But Grigg now goes short again. They work it through the corridor now to Panos, who wants to turn and go to the grandstand side. Good little kick to Bode. Bode now back pedals. He's got a player flanking him. And he'll go over the top by hand. The pass came from Grigg inboard to Olsen now. So they've worked their way towards right half forward. And a 25 Scharenberg just crept over the mark, or was it Motlop in the protected area?
Yeah, Motlop running across.
So he gives it now to Greg. Greg, the shot on goal from about 55 into the goal square. Read beautifully off the back though by Martini. Lifts the eyes, did well, and it's a nice pass, and it finds Reynolds in the right back pocket. So
the Tigers looking to clear from their defensive area, and they're going to go short as well. It goes through the fingers of Costa. Chance now for the Tigers to mop up through Chalmers. Can they get the ball moving on that far side? Tackle applied there on McCarthy. What's the umpire going to do? He's going to call play on. The ball comes out. No, it doesn't. Players jump on it. And we're going to have another ball up on that far side of Glenelg Stadium. It's a 4-point margin in favour of the Tigers at the moment. Clever ruck work there by Sermon. And it's in fact not clever because he's pushed his opponent in the back. So Jesse White hasn't been in the game much this term. Good looking kick towards Scott, punched away by Shenton, and he's given away a free kick on that far side. So Scott has had a pretty good game so far, chips it inboard, finds Scharenberg. What will Scharenberg do? He doesn't want to go the long option. He's going to kick it back across the ground. And the Tigers keeping possession of the footy here at the moment. They don't want to waste it. We're going 20 minutes. Kick inside forward 50. Plenty of players going up for the footy, including young Hosey. Ball comes to ground. Chance now for Glenelg to kick a goal here. The kick's on its way and it's through. So a much needed goal for the Tigers, and a bit of going on afterward as well. So Glenelg moved to 5-8-38, Norwood 4-4-28 in this lively encounter here at Glenelg Stadium.
Yeah, it certainly was, and that looked like it was Tom Schott that kicked the goal, and just having a look at him as he comes off the ground there, we'll get confirmation of that, but it was a really good goal off the pack too. So yeah, there's a bit going on in this game, and it was Tom Schott definitely that kicked the goal. So just checking those scores, thanks to Villies now. Glenelg 5-8-38, 10-point margin over the legs 4-4-28. So they've opened up almost a game-high margin.
Yeah, it would be the game-high margin, and it might have a Villies at half-time. Things just starting to get a bit darker and a bit colder down here, Don.
Back in the middle, White read it well in the battle of the 2-18s. Greg farmed a little hand pass out. It fell in the lap of White, and he was wrapped up by the big boulder stone and crashed into the terra firma at about bouncer length, I reckon, on the cricket pitch out there.
Yeah, sure was.
A bit of a sticky wicket at the moment. As the ball thrown up, now Olsen crashes the pack, got a little toe poke out in front of Fuller, who kicked a ripping goal earlier on his non-preferred side, so he decided to go by hand to Jeffries to a one-on-one contest, and well read by Chalmers. Just worked Wilson under the ball and took a lovely mark. Chipping little pass, oh, it had to be good, and it was precise. And, well, there's a 25 being paid. McCarthy took the mark, and his opposite number 14 in none has encroached over or violated one of the rules of the game, and the umpire said, "You can come with me." Player on the mark at 48. McCarthy hasn't got the kick in him. Decides to just load it up there. Giorgio did well. Who's out the back? He gets support. And that was in the form of Pedro just to rush it across. So checking your Villiers scoreboard now. So Glenelg go to 5-9-34. 5-9-39. I'll get my maths right. 4-4-28, the Redlegs.
So the ball on the far side once again. The Redlegs looking to clear. They're going to have to switch the play. The ball comes back to McKenzie where it started from the kick out. Not a lot of options on the grandstand side. I think he's going to have to go back down towards that outer side. He's called to play on by the umpire. And the ball is kicked long. Plenty of numbers there for Norwood. Ball comes to ground. Good spoil there by Proud. Chance down for the Tigers. Might be a high tackle applied. No, the umpire says it's okay on Snook. He's been in the game today. He's had 8 touches now. Couldn't get an effective possession there as the umpire quickly throws the ball into the air, which is good to see. Keep the game moving. Kick down towards the wing position. Chance there for Sermon, who's kicked a goal in the game so far. Plenty of pressure from the Tigers. Ball comes out. Disposed of the footy there was Phillips, and he's done for hanging on. Well, he's got a free for hanging on. Must have just got rid of it at the crucial moment. And he's going to get a penalty his way of 25 metres. He's just going to be outside 50. In fact, right on 50, but he will kick it from outside. Sermon heading back, looking to take a big grab. The kick comes towards him. He's in a good position to mark it, and he takes the mark. So good play from the Redlegs, courtesy of that 25-metre penalty, and they're a chance to kick their 5th.
Certainly was. All started with the experience of Simon Phillips drawing the free kick on Alex Martini, and then with the 25, just a beautiful kick inside and found Luke Sermon there. Kicked the one in the first quarter. Can he go back, make it 2, and just bridge this gap from 9 points as it's 11 points at the moment, back to 5.
So Sermon on your screen. Kicks, awkward looking kick. He's missed it badly to the left. That's a poor kick from there. So the margin back to 10 points, 4-5 Norwood. Glenelg 5-9, he'd be a little bit disappointed with that, but he has a bit of inaccuracy in his season so far. 2 goals for against Sturt back in round 1.
Yeah, not going too well, shooting at about 33% for a key forward. He needs to be better than that.
Gee, your maths is good today, you're sharp.
Not too good when 5'9's 34, Laurie.
I'll give you that.
And as a stats man, you'll be right onto me for that.
Oh, no, never dobbing your co-commentator.
So the kick from Uber Gang was an uber long one, and a big fly from the back from Terry Malera went to nothing because there was a big punch over the boundary line from the Norwood defenders, and we'll have a throw in on the outer side of Glenelg Stadium. We can see the trees there just blowing in the breeze, and we might need another football by the look of it, because that one looks like it's been punched into no man's land, over into the tennis courts and gone.
There's a bit of a kick to kick with the kids over there. It might have got mixed up with one of those footies, but
back in the old days, you would have grabbed it and run off with it.
He's just, it's over on the tennis courts, and I don't think anyone's got a key to the gate. So we've got a bit of a problem here. We're going to have a bit of delay.
One of the kids will get over the fence and grab it, that's for sure.
You just keep an eye on that. I'll give you a couple of stats to close to half-time. Shots had 14, Scharenberg a dozen, Scott's had 11, Sorford 9 in his 50th, 8 to Snook and Proud, also Reynolds and Costa. And for Norwood, Talia's had 14. Johnston's had 13, Mackenzie 11, Grigg and Jeffries 10 apiece. How's that ball going, Don?
Well, the one sitting on the tennis court is going to give the tennis players a bit of a surprise. I hope they don't try and use it. We've got a new Burley about to be thrown back in. As the ruck set themselves, the 218s, Balderstone won it, beat White in the contest. Out came Shot, the goal scorer for the Tigers, and a lovely mark by Ian Malera, backing back under all sorts of pressure from Pedro. Just leaned back on the pass, and it was no good. Scott was the intended target, but unfortunately the free kick will go the way of Giorgio, who just laterally brings it back inboard and finds Talia.
Yeah, it was a disappointing kick from Ian Malera there. Just should have found the target. He was keen to play on, but just couldn't find his leading forward there. So the ball up on towards the outer wing. Players going up. Chance now for the Tigers to clear. With the footy there was Martini. Again, shaken, not stirred, and his kick's a good one, and he finds Ian Malera, who's getting to the game in this quarter. His kick finds Jesse White with the green boots. Well, he gets one in his little tummy area there, but he keeps his wits about him and squares it up nicely to the captain, Curran. And the crowd not too keen on that, but it's just a mark. He's about 75 out, right in the corner of that cricket pitch area. And he's going to go long with a measured sort of kick up towards the forward area, and an easy mark taken back there in defence by Louis Johnson, who's had a good game so far, Don, for the Redlegs.
Yeah, he certainly has. He just reads the ball back there so well as a defender from his time as a key forward, and he's just a lovely player, Louis Johnson. Got a beautiful kick on him too. 9
marks, 14 touches now for Johnston.
All those stats thanks to Laurie Colliver, the best in the business, joining us on the digital pass. The kick from Johnson, I gave him a good rap, and as we mentioned off air, if you give someone a rap, they usually let you down, and Louis did then. So the ball out of bounds, a throw in. Quick check of your time clock here. Gone about 24.5 minutes of this second quarter. Ripping contest, the Tigers by 10 on the Village scoreboard. Balderstone, White, no clear winner. Sorford did. He cleared it from the contest. Bouncing ball, picked up by Terry Malera. Nearly picked up by Terry Malera. Kick towards goal. Picked up now by Motlop. What can he do? A little bit of Motlop magic. Yes, he can. Gets it back to Reynolds, who's just drifted down from defence. Found some open space, unchecked. Bad defensive work by the Redlegs, could be costly. Luke Reynolds with a shot on goal.
Good to see the Miller boys starting to get into the game in this quarter. Been a little bit quiet, and that was good play there. Motlop, who we've seen quite a bit in this game so far, and a chance now for Reynolds to kick his first.
On your digital pass, you're right behind it. Live and exclusive pictures. Reynolds strikes, and it does not deviate. Straight over the goal umpire's head. His first. You can hear the crowd roar and snouts louts underneath us. The Tigers are up and about. And those who will just check the scores, thanks to Villies, of course, the family bakery celebrating 50 years in business. We can taste the difference, and the Tigers could taste the difference with that goal from Luke Reynolds. As we said, just drifted down from defence. He's been down there all day, but he got the goal. The Tigers 6, 6-9-45. The Legs 4-5-29. 16-point margin, 25 gone.
Don Cooper in commentary with Laurie Colliver. 3 goals to the Tigers in this term. Norwood have kicked just the one. as Balderstone looks to win the tap against White. Ball comes down to Grigg. Now Norwood will get a clearance out of the centre here, and a much needed one it is. Inside 50 they go. Chance there for Big Sermon. Can't get his hands on the footy. Good mopping up there by Joseph. Kick comes out, and it's marked there by Reynolds, who just kicked the goal. So he's covering a bit of ground, young Luke Reynolds. 23 years of age, chips it. Oh, he just got the pass right there to Shot. So Shot leading possession winner for the Tigers so far. This will be his 17th touch. In fact, leader on the ground at the moment, having a good game as he kicks up towards the wing position. Players set themselves, ball comes to ground. Chance now for Norwood to get the hand pass, it's none. Here's the Redlegs again, kick comes out towards Grigg. In fact, it's intercepted there by Shot, so he gets another possession to add to his 17. Chips inboard. Mark taken there by Sawford. 50 games for him today. He's going to go to the switch. Kicks it long and wide towards that far side. And a good mark, if not a free kick, paid to Scharenberg. And the ball's going to have to come back. No real advantage there for Scharenberg. He chips inboard, finds his teammate, the skipper, Curran. Curran goes long, deep in towards the forward 50 zone, looking for Terry Miller. The ball comes to ground. He picks it up. He gets one high. Plants as the umpire. Good tackle applied there by Hosey. And I think we're going to have a throw in or a boundary ball up. It's getting a bit dark out here, Don. We need these lights on.
Yeah, certainly is. And I really like that umpiring decision then, because Malira went searching for the free kick, threw his head down at the legs of the Redlegs defender. So good umpiring. Boundary throw in. Back into play. No real clear winner at the ruck contest. Out the back, Bampton went bang, bang. Just kicked it high, but all to a pack of Tigers, and Josh Scott reading it well. Got into a fiery contest at quarter time. What will he do at this break? Kick inboard now. Now it's with Hawkins. Hawkins has to square it back through the corridor. Dangerous, but it could open him up here. Snook with a driving kick inside 50. It only bounces for the Redlegs here. Picked up now after the hand pass by Giorgio, and short to Bode. So they just stop and prop for the moment. Bode has to go short, back to Giorgio, just milking the clock down. We've gone about 27 minutes of this second quarter. Wouldn't think there'd be a lot of time on, not a lot of goals scored. The kick goes back now to Talia, just loads up with a big bomb in front of our commentary position. Snook with a good punch at the back. Felder, Hawkins, Shots just wrapped up. Great tackle by Bampton, and Wilson gang tackled by the legs. Thrown over the boundary line. Ball in. 16-point margin in favour of the Tigers. We're deep into time on of this second quarter.
And good news is the lights are coming on here at Glenelg Stadium. Chance now for Norwood to get the footy from that bit of play, and the kick just from Grigg there on the siren. So a good term for Glenelg, kicking with the breeze in that term. They added 3 goals, 5 to Norwood, 1 goal 2. And at half time here at Glenelg Stadium, we haven't got a repeat of quarter time where there's a bit of a kerfuffle. It's the Tigers 6-9-45 leading Norwood 4-5-29. We'll give you the goal kickers shortly, but it's been a good first half of play. Both sides in the game. Glenelg just taking a bit of advantage with the breeze in that second term, adding 3 goals to 1.
Speaking of those goal scorers, thanks to the Telstra store at Glenelg, they're loading in the pockets, trying to work it back to the corridor. Glenelg are awake up to that. They've really cut them through the corridor there, and the wall that the Tigers have built has been a very good one, and they've been responding well and pushing Norwood back in defence. And they, as a result, as we said in that last quarter, Jared Cotton pushed a couple of defenders further back when Glenelg had the breeze. So what will they do this quarter? Perhaps, hopefully, for them, play a bit more attacking football.
Yeah, I think just let the ball do a bit more work for you. That's the key to it. Get the ball, move it on quickly, get it in that forward 50, put the Tigers defenders under pressure. And I'll be also interested from a Glenelg point of view whether we see Lockie Hosey out on the ground. Had a pretty good impression on the game in the first half. Just watching the players come off, and I think that might be him on the left there, so he might well be coming off. But we'll keep an eye on that. He was off straight after he kicked that second goal in the second term. So the players getting into position, and we're about to get things underway in this third term.
Yeah, and thanks to some breaking news, Norwood have defeated North Adelaide to go into the statewide Super League SANFL Women's Grand Final against South Adelaide on Anzac Day. That's the curtain raiser to the Sturt Port match. So good news for Norwood fans. The girls are through to the Grand Final to defend their premiership of 2017. Let's see what the Redlegs boys have got ahead of them as they do battle here. Back in the middle, Balderstone and VV. Greg got first hands on it, gave it to Panos, almost tucked it under the arm. Long and direct. This is what we talked about, over the top of the pack of plays, and it's going to roll out of bounds, but a good aggressive start. Aaron Joseph will take the free kick.
Yeah, good centre clearance there for Norwood. Panos, as you said, did very well. So the Tigers bring the ball back into play, looking for VV. He's up against 3, gets his hands on the football. Ball comes to ground. Hand pass comes out from Hawkins. Can the Tigers clear the area here? Scrappy looking kick in towards that wing area. Chance there for Scott. Can't get the footy. He's in over the top of it for Glenelg. And they're going to have a bounce down. Not far from where we're broadcasting from here. Alex Georgia, I think it was, the other player on top of the footy. So we're going to have a ball up. VV, Balderstone, VV, mops it up, left foot kick, scrappy looking thing, chance for a mark for Norwood, and it's taken by the captain Bode. Feeds off quickly to Pedro, up towards right half forward, good looking kick in front of Edmead. Ball does elude that player in the end, over on the far side. Lights trying to take effect here at Glenelg, and that might be a free kick for in the back. What's the umpire say? He's waving it on. Probably should blow it up in this situation. No real clear possession here. Norwood player there dispossessed Hamilton, and finally the umpire says it's going to be a free kick, I think, for hanging on. So the players just sort of standing around, not sure what's going on, but it's a free kick, and I think it will be Hamilton to take it in the forward pocket.
Certainly will be. Declan Hamilton awarded the free kick, and the umpire, well, I thought the P might have gone out of the whistle there at one stage. As you mentioned, he really let the game go. What can Hamilton do here? Tough pocket to kick from. Kicks on its way, sends it to the hot spot, big fly at the back, hands on it, so minus score. So first score of the third quarter goes to the Redlegs. They go to 4-6-30, reduce the margin to 15 on the Village scoreboard. Glenelg 6-9-45.
So that breeze, I reckon if anything's probably just picked up a fraction. Tigers going to come to the grandstand side. Haven't seen a lot of that today. Jesse White goes up, mark nearly taken there. In fact, it's a good mark. Jeffries doing well. Now he should nearly be able to kick this with the breeze. I reckon he's going to set himself up here for a shot on goal. He's going to kick from probably 55 or 6 metres, maybe a fraction further. And we've got a great view of it here on the SANFL live pass. He dishes off to his teammate there, Balderstone, the big man. Let's fly with the left foot up towards the goal square. As it made the distance it has, but it's crossed to the right. Another behind for Norwood. 4-7, peppering away in this third term, rather. Glenelg 6-9.
Not sure that was the highest percentage play, giving it to the big ruckman. He is a thumping kick, Sam Balderstone, but I would have liked to have seen Ben Jeffries back himself in then.
It was a low kick, almost like the goalpost down here at Gliderol.
Yeah, they're like chopsticks, aren't they? As Joseph just bangs it out of enemy territory, and a good mark taken out there is by Reynolds. Getting himself into the game, the former Magpie. Of course, another former Magpie, Ben Sawford, celebrates game 50, and right on cue he gets the pass from Reynolds. Instead he's at half-back left. The Tigers kicking to the Phyllis end this quarter. Sawford loads it up, big pack fly, and Terry Malera takes a great mark over the top. So can he get himself into the action? Usually that sparks something in Terry Malera. Not sure what to do. Decides I'm just going to load it up there. There's plenty of Redlegs jumpers back there reading it nicely. He's the big man in Balderstone.
Yeah, he's covered a bit of ground in this third quarter. Left foot kick across goal. Dangerous option there. Good ball by Proud. Loose ball now. Chance for Norwood to have a second attempt at clearing the footy. It comes out towards us here at the right half forward flank. Hand pass there from Jeffries. Does well. Gets it across. Chance now for Wilson. He gets it back towards Bode, the captain, who was in that earlier passage of play. And the ball goes over the boundary line and out of play. Just in front of us here in the grandstand at Gliderol Stadium. It's the Tigers leading by 14 points. We've been going 4 minutes of the third quarter. Day-night affair here. SANFL Macca's League Round 3 action. Hope you're enjoying it, whether it's on your phone or your laptop, your iPad, whatever. Ball comes down. Norwood a chance to clear. Hand pass back by Fuller. Turnover, kick forward there, clever work. Miller to Miller, open goal square. The left foot kick coming there from Terry, off to the left and a behind. So the Tigers, they can't find the goals either in this third term. There's 6-10, Norwood 4-7. Yet to see a goal in this third quarter.
Yeah, it's just peppering away both sides, but that talks about the pressure of the contest at the moment, and I think that's a fair enough assessment too. Both these sides just really struggling to find the big sticks as the kick thumped out of defence. Chance here now for Reynolds. Couldn't pick it up. Allowed Chalmers to go in and get it. Gave the hand pass off, but not before the boundary line. One out. Caleb Edmead trying to scurry away with the ball, but the umpire says you've got to come back behind the mark. So he does now, little Edmead, and chips it short over the top to Louis Johnston. So just attacking side of centre wing on the outer side of Glenelg Stadium. Johnston with a long 55, 60 metre drop punt. Phillips almost took the greasy ball, but couldn't quite take it. Good pressure from Joseph. We'll have a boundary throw in just over on the cricket wickets in the training area over there at the Kernahan end, about 30 metres around from the goals.
Good battle in ruck today, VV against Balderstone. Balderstone doing well in this third quarter. Covering plenty of ground, got a big tank, as has VV with the shoulder strap there on his right, as you can see, and he gets to front position, taps it nicely. That'll be a high tackle to the Tigers. Free kick there to Sawford. Might have just ducked a fraction, but it was high contact. Now, is he going to switch the play, or is he going to go back down that far side? Going to go down that defensive flank. It's a high kick. Miller at the back. It's going to be out in the full, I think. No, it's come off the fingers. No, it's going to be last touch. And the ball will go to Talia for Norwood. He's had a good game. It'll be 17th possession.
So Michael Talia now, ball in hand. Nice high drop punt. It gives the forwards a chance to look at it. Backing back into the pack was Balderstone. Doing well was Proud there for the Tigers. Got it off to Scharenberg under pressure. Got the kick away. The whistle gone, and Josh Scott being held in the marking contest. And he's the recipient. So Scott now will take the Tigers forward. He hasn't got a lot of options to kick to. Norwood playing a lot of man-on-man football up ahead of the ball. So Scott kicks it, a good 50-metre drop punt to a one-on-one. White couldn't take it. Ball spills at the front. Scharenberg commits to the contest. Did well. Got a nice little hand pass out to Snook, who uses Costa with a low ball. And a great mark to Reynolds. Wants to get on with it. Gets onto the left boot. Sends it forward towards Malera. Terry couldn't take the mark, and Shenton just floated in, took it off of him, and goes short and finds Johnston and the Redlegs out of trouble.
Another touch for Johnston. He's having a good game. Goes with the long kick, looking for Balderstone. Spoiled away there by Joseph. Ball on the ground now. Chance for Norwood to get the ball clear. They can't. VV's in there. Tackled by Johnston, gets the handball clear out to Reynolds. He goes further afield. Chance now for the Tigers to go inside the forward 50. Hand pass there from Ubergang. Snook's got the footy too. Here's a chance. The Tigers going backward, and the kick finds Shot, who's had a good game for Glenelg.
He certainly has, and he has to get rid of it quickly. So he shoots the hand pass out to Joseph. He keeps a low ball towards half forward. Josh Scott. Oh, great Scott. Great mark. Plays on quickly. He's got Terry Malera in a one-on-one. And he nearly took him a lyrical mark, and he's got the free kick anyway. The umpire said you were being held on to, Terry. You can go back, and that was good, fast football.
And good decision by the umpire there. He was clearly impeded from going for the ball with both hands. Umpire was right on the scene, paid the correct decision, and now a chance for Terry Malera, who's kicked 1-1 to slot through his second, and really a goal into the breeze at this stage of the game would be sensational for the Tigers, chasing their first win this season.
Led the race for the Ken Farmer medal coming to this contest with 10 goals from 2 games so far. He's kicked the one, stutters, skips, kicks truly. Malera's got his second. The Tigers, they're on the rampage, they're on the charge, they've come here to play tonight, and that is a very, very good goal. It was well played by Terry Malera, I thought. The Tigers get their 7th on the Villiers scoreboard, 7-10-52, Norwood 4-7-31. That first goal of the third quarter brought to us by Bone Timber. They've been providing quality timber since 1919. They are a 5th generation family business, and it's a bit of a family business with the Malera boys.
Yeah, they played well, both of them. And good mark there by Josh Scott as well in the action for Glenelg in this third term, as Vivi gets a hand pass out. Centre break to the Tigers. Motlop streaming through, bullet-like pass, and he finds that man, Terry Malera, once again. So the Tigers on top in the centre here in this third term, and another chance for them to goal into the breeze. And in fact, Jesse White with the green boots, well spotted there, Don. Thank you for helping us out. These lights aren't working too well down here at the moment, nor's my eyesight. So White, chance for I think his first goal this season. So White, here's the chance, 45 out. It's a high kick, it looks pretty straight, it's going to make the distance. Through it goes. So the Tigers moved to 8-10, 58, Norwood 4-7, 31, and they've moved the ball again beautifully out of the centre, Glenelg, and they're well on top now in this third quarter.
Yes, you're spot on there, Laurie. First goal in SANFL Macca's leg to Jesse White in game 3, of course, coming across from the Sydney Swans and Collingwood to the Tiger land. And a good pick-up by the Tigers. And we said at the start of the game he needed to find something. He needed to find his feet in this competition. He certainly has, and that goal will give him a shot of confidence and a 27-point lead all of a sudden to the Tigers on the Villiers scoreboard. They are up and about. Louts Hill is going off as Vivi got the tap down. Ball at ground level. Shot was on hands and knees. Vivi again, second effort good over the top of Balderstone. Secondary stoppage inside the 10-metre circle. 8-10, 58, plays 4-7, 31. The home side doing it nicely. Charging through as Jeffrey's got it on the boot there. Here's Wilson now, just hacked it forward to a one-on-one. What have they got down there? Johnston bustled out of it. Kick off the ground by Olsen. All of a sudden, nearly manufactured a goal, but Maxie Proud was there for the Tigers to rush it through. So Norwood now go to 4-8-32. They trail the Tigers 8-10, 58, 26-point margin, and we've ticked along just about 8 minutes of this third quarter.
Chalmers marks the kick out, but his disposal was not good. Norwood a chance to get the ball back into attack pretty quickly with this strong breeze. A high kick down towards the forward zone. Good spoil there away from Hawkins, or by Hawkins I should say. Chance now for the Redlegs once again. Vivi's in the action. Balderstone does the tap but doesn't work. Kick forward by Terry Miller. There's not much up forward, but a good mark taken by his mate there in Ian Miller as the ball goes out towards right half forward. Shot. Had plenty of the footy. 21 touches now for him. Measured kick. White in the game. Good mark. Kicked the last goal. Tigers kicked the last 4. His kick deep into attack. Up towards Scott. Fisted away by Giorgio. Ball comes to ground. Chance now for the Norwood boys to clear the ball out towards the centre of the ground. But there's a couple of Tigers there and a good mark taken by Ubergang. And he'll clear or move the ball back into attack for the Tigers.
He certainly does. Ubergang with a lovely searching kick that releases. Scharenberg sends it into one-on-one contests everywhere at the moment at the back. Scott didn't take it on the second grab. Ball at ground level. Hamilton's in there for the Tigers out the back now. They read it beautifully through Banton. Shenton shrugged the shoulders, and the tackle of McCarthy in the same process. Ran too far, said the crowd. No, said the umpire. The kick is going to come back as it's taken by Proud. And he'll repel for the Tigers.
Having a good quarter, Proud.
He certainly is. He'd be proud of himself for that too. Swings it across to Ubergang with a low bouncing ball that favoured Hawkins. Popped the hand pass up over the top. Here's a nice little kick that's going to let Costa release straight off the interchange bench from 52. Low darting ball to Hosey. Right on the sash of the Glenelg jumper. And the young man who struggled a little bit with injury, still a bit proppy, has taken a mark. He's kicked 2 goals, and right in front of Snouts Louts, he could kick a third.
And the trainers at the Tigers done well to get him up. He looked in a bit of trouble when he came off earlier in the game. He's kicked 2 goals, 1 today. He's had a good game. What can he do with this kick? We'll give you a good view of it on the SANFL live pass in a couple of seconds with a good man, Donnie Cooper.
Bit of elastoplast, polyfiller, blue tack, whatever they've used. They've got him back out there. We're right behind this kick from Lockie Hosey. Kick is on its way, and it's good. And he salutes the crowd in Snouts Louts. Lockie Hosey kicks his third. The Tigers are on a rampage here at Glenelg Stadium. Twilight football at its best, and the spotlight is on the home side.
Great mark, good kick forward, and the Tigers well on top here. 5 goals in front, and they've kicked the last 5 to lead by 32 points. So great result there for young Lockie Hosey. 3 goals for him now. 4 marks, just the 4 kicks. Ball back in the centre. Can Norwood get a goal with this breeze? Vivi takes it out of the ruck, kicks it up towards Jesse White, goes over his head. Now chance for the Tigers to kick another goal. Snap towards it, and it's through. So a great kick there from Shot, and the Tigers have their 10th. 2 goals to Shot. It's 10-10-70 to Norwood. Stuck on 4-8-32.
Gee, they're just coming in bucketfuls at the moment for the Tigers, and the fans are loving it. Just quick, fast football into this breeze. We thought, well, that's what the style Norwood would play. I tell you what, that's just been stolen by Mark Stone and the Tigers, and he said, we'll just try some of that into the breeze. It worked in the first quarter, and gee, it's working big time in the third.
They can smell victory here, Glenelg. They've got a big lead. They've got the breeze in the last quarter. Norwood really need to lift here. They've been poor in this third quarter.
We thought they were the best side in the competition that hadn't had a win yet. They're proving it tonight as Martini just stripped of it. Still charging through. He's proud like a big bull at a gate. Got the kick to sliding. Scott couldn't take it. Giorgio tried to give off the stiff arm. This time no free kick. Ball spills out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. Crowder getting involved, Laurie.
Fantastic stuff. It's going to be a free kick or a last touch, I think, Don, and it's going to go to Chalmers. Not much of him, this young man. 60-odd kilo, kicks inside forward 50, hoping for another big grab. Up goes White, and he's paid, or given away a free kick to Talia, who's had a pretty good game. He's seen plenty of the ball down there in this game so far. 18th possession, chips short, finds Jeffries. Jeffries with a short kick. Oh, poor one, that one over the head of Olsen. Nord might still get away with it through numbers. Olsen butters up well, gets a hand pass back towards Jeffries, and Jeffries kicks long up to half forward.
Joseph in the contest there against Edmead. Ball comes to ground. Bampton it is now. Motlop for the Tigers. Gets it back, and Proud just launches one down the line. Big fly from Scott. Nearly stole it off the hands of Jeffries. Wrapped up in the tackle was Giorgio. Out the back now. Nice little exit ball to Olsen. Whistle gone advantage. Now Phillips dropped what he should have taken. Almost thought about the advantage. Hand pass over the top. In the sticky wicket area is Pedro. His ball out wide looking for Panos, not finding it. And he's going to cough it up to Ubergang with the free kick. So Ubergang plays on. Has to go over the top with a searching hand pass to find little Josh Costa. He's got speed and he uses it to get away. Hand pass in ball was good to McCarthy. Got it back, Costa in the 1-2. The kick has to be good across the ground. Johnston, courageous, took the mark, took the heat. It can go back. And here's a long-range kick, Louis Johnson. I'd back him in from here.
Made him earn it too. And he's had a good game. Had plenty of the footy. 18th touch coming up. He was 14th kick. Can he make the distance? He's going to kick from 60.
He's kicked 150 in his career. Oh. He launches this one. It's going to fade away. It's the minus score. Redlegs now 4-9-33. Glenelg 10-10-70. That margin 37 points in favour of the home side. And we've gone about 17 minutes in this third quarter.
Norwood yet to kick a goal in the third term. High kick out towards the far side. Chance for the Redlegs there, but Talia couldn't mark it, and it's fisted over the boundary line and out of play. Going to have a throw in on that far side. So we're well into the third term, as you said, Don, and Norwood with the breeze haven't really troubled the scorers too much. Glenelg, on the other hand, have played very, very well, adding 4 goals. So throw in, VV and Ruck up against Sermon, who kicked a goal in the first quarter. Up they go, a bit of hanging on. A bit hard to call a free kick there. They're both pretty much hanging on to each other there. Chance there for Reynolds, who's played a good game. Players diving on the footy and in possession of it, I think, Bampton there. We're going to have a throw in. No last touch there. So a boundary throw in about 65 around from the Norwood goal. They're trailing 4-9-33 to the Tigers 10-10-70.
Big effort by the Tigers in front of their home crowd, but they just have to keep it going because the Redlegs will not lie down. That is for sure and certain. Ball thrown back in. VV, back spot, Balderstone, front and square. Snoot now, released, low darting ball, picked off here by Bode. Bode quickly swings onto the left foot. Links up with Talia, goes with his left foot. Transition ball was good to Jeffries. Can they keep going? They can through Johnston. Johnston now loads up. Good kick in the direction of his teammate in Bampton, but over the back is Ubergang, who'll just watch it trickle over the boundary line. So we'll have a throw in. 25 around from the Norwood goal. They trail by 37 points. They've only kicked the 1 goal since quarter time. You talk about a wet night. Well, it's been a drought for Norwood in the goals. As the boundary umpire about to hurl the ball back in. catapults it over his nose. Rucks set themselves. The 218s. Boulderstone won it down to Greg. He is all class, but unfortunately couldn't find the goals when they needed one. So 4-10-34 now Norwood. It is a 6 straight goal margin in favour of the Tigers. 10-10-70 on the Village scoreboard, ticking towards time on.
So good quarter here for Glenelg. 4 goals, 1. And Norwood have had a few chances, but have only added 5 behinds. They've got plenty of work to do in front of them as the ball comes out. White nearly took a mark. Chance now for the Tigers to go forward into the breeze. VV's going to try and mark this, and he does. Good effort from the big man. He's had a good game. No one inside forward 50 to kick to. He's got to wait. And wait he does. He handballs over the top. He's going to get a 25. Well, that will put him just within scoring distance, I reckon. Not a very generous 25, I have to say, Donna, and he's only got about 15 there. But nevertheless, VV's got the footy for Glenelg, and he chips across ground, finds his teammate there, Captain Curran. Curran's going to go long out towards this side of the ground near us. Chance there, good mark taken. It's been paid. Shot, I reckon it is. Good strong mark. So the Tigers, they are kicking for home here at the moment. I know it's only in towards sort of time onto the third quarter, but they are going well. They're dominating this third quarter and a chance to kick their 11th.
Yeah, just a great mark by Tom Schott. Really committed to the contest. It was the player that really wanted the ball and got the hands out there in a real strong pack mark.
See what he can do. He's had a good game. Leading possession winner on the ground with 24. What a game he's played. Can he kick a goal? He's looking for his third. It's a low kick. It's off to the right, and he's missed. So a bit of a blot on his game, but he's played well. He's moved the score to 10-11. Norwood 4-10. Big margin here at the moment. Don, 37 points.
Certainly is. He couldn't turn a double shot into a triple shot. He missed his third. So chance gone begging. Short kick in. Finds Giorgio. Links up now with Talia. Been one of Norwood's best. Lovely long range bomb, but out the back. Ubergang reads it well. Is he going to protect it over? He will. Made no effort to pick it up because he knew he'd get the free kick. So Ubergang, he's been a good pickup too for the Tigers. Kick under pressure. Floating ball. Worked underneath it. Doing well was Costa. And seeing it over the boundary line is Johnston. So we'll have another throw in. We've gone about 21, 22 minutes of this third quarter, a quarter which has been owned by the Tigers, and the locals are loving it. Ball about to be thrown back in. Boulderstone, White. The ladder probably got it down. Sawford out the back. Little hand pass went to ground. Players dive in on it, and we'll have another stoppage. So it is the Tigers by 37 points deep into this third quarter.
So Glenelg well on top here. Ball thrown into the air. White gets a nice tap on the left hand. Chance now for the Tigers to move it forward. Scharenberg was in the thick of the action there. And it's going to be a free kick to Glenelg. And quickly played on. So Glenelg into attack once again, moving the ball well in this third quarter. Pack flies high. Miller was there. Ball comes down. Quick hand pass there from Fuller, but it's a free kick to Norwood, and they're going to try and clear through Talia, who gets the ball out towards the grandstand side. The ball bounces, luckily perhaps into the hands there of Louis Johnston. Chance now for Olsen. Gets onto the right foot. Scrappy play. Tigers are back in control of the football. Hand pass there from McCarthy. Running through the forward 50. Scharenberg, and he's gold. Magnificent play from Scharenberg. Jonty puts it through. And well, Norwood, they're struggling on 4-10-34. Glenelg 11-11-77. Going along very nicely in this third term.
Yeah, those scores on the Village scoreboard, and I'll tell you what, it was picked up by Scharenberg. His eyes lit up and he said, I'm going to give this the full Jonty. And he certainly did, straight through the middle. He ignored everyone else. He parted the seas straight through, and geez, hasn't it been a quarter owned by the Tigers?
And just repeating that score, Norwood 4-10-34, Glenelg 11-11-77, Lord Nelson.
Yes, the 11-11s, Glenelg. Great work at the moment. Can they keep it going? Boulderstone with a little back palm there. Nearly found Panos. Tigers are plenty in there. They're hungry for the kill. They've got the prey in their sights. And the ball going to be thrown up in another stoppage. Can they clear it out from here? White did well, charging through Panos. Has to backpedal by hand to Jeffries. Links up with Fuller. Fuller off the outside of the right shoe. Spinning little ball that bounced for Bampton. It does. And Peter goes bam, bam, Bampton. Straight inside 50. Good kick. Door outnumbered. 2-on-1. Backing back there, the Tigers defence doing well. Proud just paddles it towards Hawkins. And they link up now. They'll clear the area momentarily, but I think it will come back because it will be a free kick to the Redlegs, and it will go to Johnston, who's been in the thick of things in this third quarter. They just can't get on the scoreboard, Norwood.
Possession number 20 for Johnston. Kicks towards forward. Mark taken there by Jeffries. He's played pretty well, as you say, though, Don. They just can't get on the board at the moment. And the short kick there, once again, finds teammate there in Nunn. Nunn goes further field. It's intercepted now. What can the Tigers do here? Good play there by Scharenberg. Gets a hand pass across. Goes back towards Snook. Snook gets it further afield. Inboard comes the hand pass to Costa. Shares it nicely there with Snook. Inside 50. Up goes young. Well, Miller has got it. Hosey nearly marked it. Miller has got it. Kick short cleverly to his brother. So Ian to Terry. And a mark. 35 out. And this, well, it's only late in the third term, but goal here and they're just about home.
Yes, it was little bro to big bro, and Terry nearly got decapitated. I think he's just got to put his head back on before he has this shot on goal, but he's already kicked a couple tonight. He's straight in front and he should have no problem.
Yeah, the Miller boys very dangerous up forward, so taking his time. He starts on the 50. Can he kick their 12th? Lines up. Kick on its way, low, back goalpost high, and through it goes. So Glenelg, 12 goals, 11, 83, well in control. Norwood 4-10, 34, 25 gone third term.
Their third goal to Terry Malira, as we mentioned there. One in the first, a couple in this quarter there, and it was just unselfish football. They're playing with the Redlegs at the moment. The Tigers, they are a class act. We thought the Tigers, well, might be challenged by the class of Norwood. Geez, hasn't that flipped around during this game? A willing contest, and there's a lot more will being shown by the Tigers.
Going beautifully. Big lead now, 8 goals, 1. Commentators here, Laurie Colliver, Don Cooper.
Started off as a rumble in the jungle, and the Tigers are just tearing the jungle apart. Panos now with a backwards hand pass to Bode, who just left shoes a torpedo. It's taken by Grigg at left half forward. Just forward of the centre square. Low ball, he was looking for Sermon, but lucks of fortune. And for the Tigers, it's all working out beautifully because they'll get the free kick. No luck going the Redlegs' way tonight. Uber Gang will bring it back into play. A little floater, but it's going to be fortuitous because it's taken by Martini. Certainly wouldn't be a dry martini tonight with the wet ground and the wet conditions.
I know a few blokes that had martinis last night. Norwood's last goal, 13-minute mark of the second quarter.
So the ball comes into play again, and Jeffries takes the mark, but it's touched over the line, so we'll have a boundary throw in there. The umpire will just hoik it back in as White and Boulderstone prepare to lock horns again. It's been a good battle. 25 gone of the third quarter. Boulderstone tried to flip it out the back, but Scharenberger kicked that beautiful goal with a long-range hand pass to Joseph. Gee, they're full of confidence. Snook now involved. Curran chipping little ball. Good mark taken by Scharenberg. Gee, the confidence is through the roof at the moment for the Tigers. Kick was just out of reach of Josh Scott. He paddles it over, touched, but I think it'll be called deliberate anyway because there was no way he was going to try and get that other than see it over the boundary line. So it'll be a free kick and it'll go to Matt Fuller.
And he kicks inboard looking for Panos. Panos goes direct. Good hand pass there over the top to Pedro. Now Norwood, can they get something going here? Kick forward there by Johnston, who's had a pretty good game. His kick inside 50. Chance now for the Redlegs. Can they kick a goal? A kick on its way, and it might have broken the drought. No, it hasn't. It's gone across the face and over the boundary line and out of play. So disappointment there for Norwood. They moved the ball well there, but they just couldn't quite finish it off. They're 4-10. Glenelg on 12-11. The kick back into play finds McCarthy. Standing on the mark, number 21, Wilson. And he's going to go back. Is he? No, he's going to play the grandstand side. We haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. And mark taken there, and that's probably why, by Louis Johnston. Johnston right on the corner of the square at left half forward. Good kick in towards the forward 50. And the mark taken there by Shenton. Shenton, long kick. Off to the right, I fancy, and it has. So another behind for Norwood. They've kicked 6 behinds in this quarter, Don. They're 4-11. Tigers 12-11 late in the third quarter.
They've lost their way in front of goal, and they're losing their way in this match very, very quickly. It's gotten out of control for them. Ball back into play. Good bounce favoured White. White then gave it off to Sawford, who just hacked it forward. More in hope than anything. It's a bouncing ball that Talia leads in the race. Hosey was there, good pressure, but Giorgio arrives and provides the support. Gets it back in the 1-2. Oh, Hosey was good. He never gave up. I tell you what, the Tigers are tearing them apart at the moment, and that is a great example of the pressure acts that they have shown tonight. And Lockie Hosey, a great effort.
Yeah, appreciated by the local crowd here. And he's kicked 3 goals as well. He's had a really good game. He's recovered from an injury earlier in the caper. Kicked forward there by Scharenberg inside the forward 50. Players doing battle for the footy. Chance now for the Tigers if they can get it out. Millerer looks for his teammate there and finds him. The snap from McCarthy as the siren sounds. Will it count? No, it won't, because the kick forward from the Tiger player hits the post. No score. 3-quarter time. 8 goals the difference. Glenelg 12-11, Norwood 4-11. Quarter to go. The Tigers set to celebrate their first win of the season on the SANFL Maccas League. Round 3 coverage of Live Pass live here at the moment from Glenelg Stadium.
Yes, those scores brought to us thanks by Villies. Of course, Villies, the family bakery, celebrating 50 years in the business. You can taste the difference, and we saw the difference in that quarter. A quarter game 4 of the SANFL Maccas League today. Earlier today, your winners were West Adelaide over Central District, South Adelaide over Adelaide, and in one of the real eyebrow-raising contests, it was a 28-point all draw at Alberton Oval. 4-4 Port Adelaide, the Eagles 2-16. Remarkable stuff. And of course, tomorrow we've got Sturt playing North Adelaide, but Laurie Colliver a 28 all draw.
Unbelievable. What was it, 2-14?
2-16 to 4-4.
Goodness me. Just next week, Central's taking on Adelaide, North and Norwood. Glenelg got to head to Woodville to play the Eagles. That should be a good game. Westie's taking on South, and Sturt hosting Port on Anzac Day. Last quarter about to get underway here. It's the Tigers by 8 straight goals. Your commentator for this start of the last quarter is Don Cooper.
Set to get underway. Balderstone going up against White. It's been a fantastic battle. Big Sam hasn't had it all his own way. We're underway. Jumped early. Got the little tap down. Sawford trying to wheel his way out. Ducked ahead. Ball came out. Grigg stripped of it. Ground level ball again. It's down on terra firma. Pack dives on it. And a holding the ball decision by umpire Harris said you dragged it in, so I'm going to ping you. So a free kick is going to go against the Redlegs, and it's going to go the way of White. He quickly hands it off to Sawford, bangs it in. As we said, they're full of confidence. The Tigers jumping. Josh Scott went high, picked up by Terry Malera. Kick bouncing. It's bouncing towards the goals now, but the Redlegs defence does well in the form of Pedro, namely, just chips a little pass out and finds Grigg.
Yeah, Grigg underneath the light tower in the left back pocket. What can Norwood do? They've got to get a goal. Been disappointing since pretty much half time. Grigg goes inboard, finds his teammate there, Balderstone, the big fella. Norwood looking to play on quickly and get it on this grandstand side. Talia's there, another possession for him. Here's a chance for the Redlegs. Open forward line. Good mark taken there. Bampton feeds it off to Shenton. Shenton, right foot kick, and he curl it around. I think he has. No, he's missed to the left. Shenton misses. Norwood miss. 4-12. Glenelg 12-11. And, well, I think they've kicked 7 behinds, their last 7 scoring shots. They were 4-5 at half time. And that looked like it was just going to curl in, but it's, when you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, and that's Norwood since half time.
Yeah, it certainly is. It is not their night tonight, the Redlegs. Cam Shenton there, full of confidence, lined them up, and it just curled away too much. So Joseph from the restart, 47-point margin in favour of the Tigers. They'd like the look of that scoreboard, thanks to Villies too. Joseph drives it out of enemy territory. Scott with a big fly. Did he come down with it? Yes, he did. Fantastic mark. Josh Scott jumping. Josh Scott hands it off to Jesse White. Straight down the line, but picked off by Bo, the Norwood skipper. So it'll come back. It'll come back through the corridors. A little kick on the 45 finds Pedro. He goes laterally back inside defensive 50 to Giorgio. Giorgio now. Kick needed to be good, or it was luckily. Panos made a yard. Got there. Kick out in front of Shenton. He's got some time. He's got some space. He lifts the eyes and he finds Ed Mead, and he gets one behind the ear from Joseph for his trouble.
No 25-metre penalty, which is fair enough. It was in the act of taking the mark. Good decision by the umpire, and a chance now for Edmead to have a shot on goal. Hasn't troubled the scorers today, and gee, Norwood, they need a goal here. They've got to get a bit of pride on that scoreboard. Just 4 goals is not enough.
The former Bulldog, and he is a real Bulldog, Caleb Edmead, kicks on its way, and it's lovely. Well, they've got something to celebrate now, Norwood. It's taken some time, but they've got their 5th. They go along to 5-12-42, Glenelg 12-11-83, so it's been a long time coming. A little bit of celebration there, but gee, the drought's been broken, but it's only a trickle of water when they need a flood. Yeah,
it breaks a run of about 7 or 8 goals for Glenelg in the game. And the margin back now to 41 points, Don.
Yes, that first goal, of course, for the Redlegs there of the quarter, brought to us by Veolia, the integrated environmental solutions for water, waste and energy.
The Redlegs appreciate your support as the ball in the centre. White wins the tap. Ball comes to ground. Chance now for Snook. Hand pass comes back towards Joseph. Running through the forward 50. Kicks it off to the right side of his boots. A clever kick. Miller marks, Miller goals. Beautiful work from Terry Miller. His 4th goal, 3rd since half-time. And the Tigers move along beautifully, 13-11-89 to Norwood, 5-12-42. Gee, they move the ball well there.
Yeah, they certainly do. Those scores thanks to Villies. Anything you can do, we can do better. The Tigers are up and about. They are on the prowl tonight, and they're loving it down here in front of us on Snouts Hill and Snouts Bar. And I tell you what, it's going to be going off downstairs in the club rooms after, because they've been waiting for this. They've been a good side for the first couple of rounds, and they're about to taste victory, and it tastes very sweet indeed.
I'll be having a few Villies pies later as well on the way home, I'd imagine. Some of the Norwood fans. Disappointing effort today from them.
Yes, they have been very, very disappointing. As Sawford now from the restart grapple, but still got the hand pass off to White, who's certainly found some form tonight. Kick inside 50, looking for Malira of the Ian variety, couldn't take it. Fuller now gets the hands back to McKenzie. Nice little kick between a couple of players there, but good pressure from Scharenberg. Liked his game tonight, got rid of it, whistle gone. And it will be a free kick to Jonty Scharenberg. He just goes in board, lead up, pass, couldn't quite take it, was shot. He's had a good game though. Fuller now, long range hand pass out in front of Shannon, decided to shepherd it when he probably should have attacked the ball, allows Reynolds the opportunity, open the door, and he kicks it in and finds Josh Costa. Well, I don't know what they were thinking there, Norwood, but they're going to have to rethink it.
Well, Shenton was closest player to the ball. He should have gone for it, and they've turned it over. And the Tigers now, they're going to go for another goal here. Disappointing there, and Shenton just off to the side there, thinking, what was I doing? And the Tigers a chance of their 14th.
Josh Costa, been a busy little player tonight. He's had some good score involvements. Now he can take a score for himself. Can he kick the Tigers 14th? Kicks on its way. Umpire frozen in time, straight over his head. He gets his first. The Tigers get their 14th. They go to 14-11-95, and they're out to a big, big lead now. Josh Costa getting his first there for the night. As we said, been involved in a lot of the play and finally gets some reward for himself. Check of the score again. Norwood 5-12-42. Glenelg 14-11-95. That is a 53-point margin. We've gone just a tick over 5 minutes in this last quarter, and it is all the Tigers.
Yeah, I like what I've seen of Costa in this game. 14 touches, not big numbers, but what he's done with the ball's been pretty efficient as the centre clearance comes from Norwood on that occasion. Panos into the forward 50. What can Norwood sort out here? Shenton back in the play. Steadies himself, gets on the right boot, low kick, bounces through for behind. So Shenton, the 13th behind for Norwood. 5-13 plays 14-11. Quick kick out, marked there nicely by Scharenberg. So the Tigers full of confidence here in front of their home crowd. Big game for them. They've pretty well come up trumps all day. It was close early, but they've gone on with the job since quarter time. The kick from Scharenberg. Good spoil applied there. Hand pass inboard from Nunn. Chance of Boulderstone. He chips further afield. The Redlegs go forward there through Fuller. Left foot kick. Good long kick into the breeze. And the mark beautifully taken deep in defence by the Tigers.
Certainly was by Uber Gang, who quickly gets on with the play. And a nice kick finds Hawkins out there, but his kick not so good to Proud, and Fuller will get the free kick. Mentioned about the number of behinds that Norwood have kicked tonight. I tell you what, Jared Cotton's going to kick every one of them down in the change rooms after the game, because this has been deplorable by Norwood, just wasting opportunities. And there's another one gone begging. Their intent is way below par, I think, Laurie, and for a professional side in this competition, they really look lacklustre tonight.
Good desperation there by Hawkins, punching that ball out of play.
That is the difference between the two sides right there in that moment in time. Ball spins back in. Shot did the ruck work against Boulderstone, who got the tap though. It's out in front of McCarthy and it'll beat him over the boundary line. So this time we will have a boundary throw in. We've ticked over about 7.5, 8 minutes gone of this last quarter, and it probably can't run out too quick for Redleg fans. For the Tigers, they just want it to keep going. A shot steadies, sets himself against Boulderstone. Well, they tried to double team him. Going up and above the pack was Motlop. The ball kicked forward. Players scragging for it. Scott with a flying hand pass. Release. Motlop with a bouncing ball towards right half forward. In the contest there, Hosey just sweating off it. He wants to be careful here. I think he's gone, the young man. No. The umpire comes in and says, well, I better have it, so I'll let Laurie have it.
I tell you, that was holding the ball. He's a bit unlucky there. The trainer also suggesting to the umpire that it should have been a free kick. Anyhow, play continues as Norwood looking to try and get the ball forward. Proud's first to the footy and taps it out of play. Now, is that going to be a throw in? It will be a throw in there, under a bit of pressure there from Ed Mead of Norwood. So we've been going about, 7 minutes of this last quarter, and it's all the Tigers. 95 plays 43. Hope you're enjoying the coverage, particularly you Tiger supporters, as Boulderstone does his best to try and get in the ruck there. Shenton gets it down. Costa gets a hand pass back. Tigers looking to keep possession of the footy. Chalmers got a hand pass back. Pressure applied now. Norwood doing well there. Good tackle there from Phillips. And the umpire again says, no, I'm going to have it. I want to have a little ball up on that left half forward flank in the lights here at the Bay. We're Boulderstone in ruck. Knocked actually by Shenton. Ball comes to ground. Chance for the Tigers. Kick smothered off the boot of Scharenberg. A little bit scrappy play here at the moment. And the umpire letting the play go on. Ball comes out. Shenton got a hand pass. Gets it back. Flicks it over the top to his teammate there in Ed Mead. Ed Mead inside 50 gets tackled. Manages to get the hand pass back. Kick forward by Shannon. Chance for the Redlegs to kick on goal. It's a high ball inside forward 50. Sermon comes out and the Tigers will mop up. Will they? No, they won't. A kick there. I think it's young Olsen. I think he's put it through. So a goal to Norwood. Scrappy play, but it's their sixth. And they move to 6-13. That's 49. And Glenelg 14-11 in a comfortable position at the moment on 95.
They certainly are, and those scores brought to us thanks to Villies. Wonderful products they are indeed, and it was a tasty goal there too from Chris Olsen, his first for the night. The young man just getting front and square and making the most of the opportunity. So, well, it's all too little too late, but at least they keep on coming, and that's the main thing.
VV's been off the ground a fair bit this quarter for Glenelg, with victory pretty well assured in this game, Don. They're just looking after their very good, important ruckman, Jesse White, who's been pretty good so far, having a run in the ruck against the big fella Boulderstone at this centre bounce.
Yeah, I like the game of White. I gave him a real burn before the match, but he's responded, so I'm glad he was listening. Ball at ground level. We'll have a secondary stoppage here, as the umpire says, stacks on the mill. I'll have the burley and I'll throw it skywards into the dark night sky.
Won't be any burley out in the water tonight, mate. Too windy.
Now he throws it up, he might catch a snook. There's one out there.
Very good.
Ducking his head and trying to work through traffic with Sawford. The ball spills free now. Charging through is Jeffries for the Redlegs. Boulderstone rifle like hand pass to Greg. His eyes light up from 54 metres. Fires on goal. And that is a marvellous Mitch Grigg goal, and that's why he's a McGarry medalist. Great goal. It all started from the fire-like hand pass from Boulderstone, but Mitch Grigg finished it off, iced the cake, and well, they're showing at least some fight. Mitch Grigg gets his second goal for the night. Checking those scores, thanks to Villies, it's still the Tigers. They reign supreme at the moment. They're 14-11-95. And we're just waiting for the scoreboard to catch us up there.
7-13.
Yeah, 7-13-55. Thanks, Laurie. They're not in too much of a hurry to put it up down here at the Bay for the opposition.
Touch of class there from Mitch Grigg. Second goal for him. And still well out of striking distance there, but they're toiling away. Shenton in the centre gets a hand pass out. Good work from him over to Panos. He goes direct inside the forward 50. Maybe not. Fraction wide. Look for his teammate there in Bampton. And the umpire says it's touched out of play. And there's going to be a throw in right below the scoreboard here at Glenelg Stadium. 40 points to lead for the Tigers. We've been going 11 minutes in this last quarter. So the Tigers pretty well on the verge of their first victory this season. The two number 18s are going to do battle. White and Boulderstone. Bit of a throw in there taken by the breeze. Ball comes to ground. Good work there, Glenelg trying to get the ball clear in defence. Norwood working hard though. Players jumping in on the footy, and we're going to have a ball up, I reckon. 25 out from the Norwood goal, and they're on a little bit of a roll here. They could get another goal here. They'll be within 6, but at 12 minutes in the last quarter, they're running out of time.
Yeah, it's a funny game, football, but I don't see too many Norwood supporters laughing at the moment as Grigg tried to spiral his way out of traffic there. Martini was good. Kick under pressure off the left shoe. Allows Joseph a chance to run at it. He carries Wilson with him. Got rid of it. Good tackle. Good umpiring. Ian Malera trying to dive on the ball and keep it in play, but eventually it will go out of bounds. Almost directly in front of our camera and commentary position here, Laurie Colliver, Don Cooper with you, bringing all the action live and exclusive on your SANFL Digital Pass. Round 3 action. The Tigers and the Redlegs, 40-point lead to the home side. Right in front of Snouts Louts. They'll sing the song loud and proud tonight, that's for sure. When that siren goes, tap down from Boulderstone just trickles over the boundary line. We'll have another throw in. It's edged about 10 metres closer towards the Norwood goal. They need another one. They need another 4 or 5 real quick if there to be half a chance. I don't see it coming. Though anything's possible as Boulderstone and White. The ladder got it down. Greg, sharp hands. Panos, Boulderstone, good tackle. Ball spills free now here. Greg paddles it forward. Shenton, strong in the tackle. Wilson, clever. Greg lines him up. Kicks on goal. Back to back for the McGarry medalist. Oh, Mitch Greg, that is sensational. Great goal from Greg, his third.
Yeah, good game in this last quarter from Greg, up to 18 touches, 3 goals, 1, showing why he's got 1 medal in his trophy cabinet at home. The margin back to under 6 goals, about 12-13 minutes gone in this last quarter. Norwood starting to get their game going, and I tell you something about the goals from the respective ends. Into the breeze, we've had now 14 goals versus 8 with the breeze at the Kernahan end. So plenty of scoring at the southern end as White in ruck up against Boulderstone. Ball comes down, quick hand pass work there from Norwood. Chance now for them to get ball back into attack, and all over the back there. Chance for Glenelg there to mark Chalmers, and the umpire says holding the ball. So Norwood on a roll here. Shenton gets the hand pass out quickly inside 50. The kick coming there from Fuller on his non-preferred, and last touch wins the day. And the kick across goal by Uber Gang. Will it be turned over for Norwood? Players diving in on the footy. Chance now for Chalmers, and he'll clear to the outer side.
So Chalmers with a searching kick towards that outer side. Good pressure from Talia. Shoots the hand pass out, but it overshot everyone. Phillips was good there. His hand pass couldn't find a teammate. Snook on hands and knees, and now they get it away through McCarthy off his non-preferred. Bouncing ball. Doing well there was Martini, but the umpires called it a throw. So Giorgio will get the ball back for Norwood. I don't know what the tide times were tonight, but it seems to be turning in favour of the Redlegs at the moment. They're in with half a shot as Shenton gets a little tap, runs to 30, kicks on goal, and here they come. We said it was impossible, but 3 goals in 5 minutes, well, anything might be possible.
Yeah, they're getting a roll on here, Norwood. Good finish there from Shenton, and we were a little bit critical of him earlier in the quarter when he probably should have gone for a ball across half back, cost them a goal. Since that moment, he's played very, very well. He's in about amongst it, and he's kicked a nice goal there to get the margin back to just 28 points. A few nervous Glenelg fans around, and well, we've had 14 minutes, so I reckon there's plenty of time.
Quick check of the score. Glenelg 14-11, 95. Norwood 9-13, 67. Thanks to Villiers. Back in the middle with Laurie Colliver.
Boulderstone. And there's going to be a blood rule there, I think.
No, it'll be almost,
too many in the square.
Be a free kick, too many in the square. Shenton couldn't get out in time.
Good timing for the Tigers. White goes across the ground, finds his teammate there in Chalmers, who stuffs up the hand pass, but they should get a free kick, the Tigers, through Snook for a high tackle on that outer wing. So the Tigers just need to steady here, and he's going to get a 25. They just need to steady down here a little bit and kick the ball around for a couple of minutes just to steady the game.
Yeah, though, he was taking hook, line and sinker there, Matty Snook.
Very good. So Snook, what's he going to do with the kick up towards the forward line? Not the best of kicks, off hands, and it goes out of play. So it's going to be the last touch. Kick comes across, mark taken there by Pedro. And Norwood looking to move the ball quickly to get back into attack. Jeffries marks, kicks out towards the back flank here, and a good mark taken by Giorgio. No, he's dropped it. Play on, said the umpire. Hand pass there from young Josh Scott, who's had a good game. Kick inside 50, and Schutt finds his teammate there in Millerer. And the umpire is going to focus on a bit of a fracas back behind us here. And the free kick goes to Norwood. Don, take over.
Yeah, it's been reversed, and Shenton got the hand pass off now. Fuller went to go one way, then the other. They should have known he's a left, and he got onto it, and he thumped it forward. Proud did well with the spoil. Hand pass over the top was good. Wilson released Phillips. Oh, he ran his teammate into all sorts of trouble there, Panos. Ball came out. It's in dispute, ground level. Motlop did well. Stolen by Luke Wilson. Kick over the top, but the cavalry's back there in the form of Chalmers. He just steadies the ship, and the short kick finds Snook in the right back pocket.
Below the scoreboard and the time clock, which is ticked over now to about 17 or 18 minutes. And they're just going to slow it down here, the Tigers. They need to just take the pressure off. 28-point lead. And they're going to try and work it up that defensive side of the ground. Ball drops short. Chance now for Norwood. A whistle on play. It's going to be a free kick to Redlegs. And it is. So that's might be tail here out there. It's getting a bit dark here, I've got to say. As the ball is kicked inside the forward 50. Players set themselves all, nearly two Glenelg players knocking the ball away from one another. Everyone diving in on top of it, and eventually the umpire says, I'll have it. And I think we've ticked into time on. Very close to it, about 18 minutes gone this last quarter. Tigers, 95. The Redlegs on 67. 28-point
margin. It was 52 about 8 minutes ago. 4 goals to the Redlegs has trimmed that right back. Have they got any more in them? Balderstone taken away by McCarthy. Kick around the body. There's a good mark taken, though, by Giorgio. They're going to come at him again. Kick now here by McKenzie. The left footer drives it. Phillips got up high. Couldn't come down with it, though. Ball at ground level. Hacked off the ground by Proud soccer style. It fortuitously fell to a teammate. Now Snook is going to link up with Shot again, who got it from in the first place. Shot gets the kick over the top. Good work by Pedro. He's been a good little player for the Regs tonight. Pedro's little shifting kick to the fingertips of Bode. Couldn't take it. Got a good bounce, though, and the kick's good to Jeffries.
So Benny Jeffries chips inboard. Norwood thrusting late here, trying to get another goal on the board to put some pressure on the Tigers, and a good mark taken on the edge of the 50 there by Panos. So we've seen goals kicked from this part of the ground in this quarter. Mitch Grigg about 5-10 minutes ago kicked a beauty. So what's Panos going to do? He's going to kick on 50. Good looking kick off the boot, straight through the centre. Magnificent kick. So a goal to Panos, and Norwood kicked their 10th. They move along to 10-13-73. Glenelg 14-11-95. Another goal into the breeze. And Norwood, well, they've kicked 6 goals in this final term. It's a bit of a twitchy bum time for the Tigers at the moment. That lead back to just 22 points.
Yes, it's still a good lead, but gee, I wouldn't be getting too comfortable if I was in the Tigers coaching box, and I know they wouldn't be too happy. Mark Stoney be furious that they've let Norwood back in. When they had the foot on the throat, they were in for the kill, and all of a sudden the Redlegs have found something. Back in the middle, can Balderstone spark them again? He gets the tap down, almost sits on a couple of Tigers players as he wraps one up and throws them to the ground, and Snook was that one, and Scharenberg was the one he used as a cushion. So we'll have a secondary stoppage. Ball thrown high. Balderstone willing himself. White did well. Snook couldn't grab it. Bampton, the opposite number 3, did. Got it out to McKenzie by hand. Nice hand pass now. Giorgio has time to run, gather momentum. Kick inside looking for Phillips was too long. Sermon couldn't take it either. Ubergang clever, cool, calm to Curran. Curran off one step on the left shoe. Kick in the region of Johnston for the Redlegs. He has time to backpedal. What's he got inboard? Looking for Big Balderstone was the target. Too many Tigers there. Ground level ball. Chalmers was good. Snook was good to Scharenberg. And now to McCarthy. And they release the pressure.
So can the Tigers get a goal with the breeze? The ball kicked out towards that right forward flank, but it's going to be out of play. And the last touch free will go to Giorgio. So Norwood got to keep this ball moving along. Kicks across the ground to Fuller. So Norwood, what can they do here? They've got to keep this footy going. There's time running out for them. They trail by 22 points. The hand pass comes out to Jeffries. He's under pressure from young Millerer. Ian Millerer. He's got the footy. Good kick into towards the centre of the ground. Mark taken there by Reynolds. Can he put the icing on the cake? No, he can't. Just misses left. But a handy score. They haven't scored for a while. Glenelg 14-12-96. It's up their end, which is good too, heading into time on. Norwood at 10-13-73. So you'd think they're nearly home, but Norwood, one last chance perhaps if they can get a goal here.
Yeah, it was a good gain of territory, if anything, and they'll gain some further territory as White takes the mark at half back, or half forward for the Tigers. So he'll send it back from whence it came with a long range bomb. There's a one-on-one contest back there. Hosey found some separation on Jeffries, but the umpire said no. There was an off-the-ball free kick. So that ruins that moment for the young man. And Fuller gets it back. So he goes short this time and finds Shenton at half-back. A little squaring ball to Jeffries. They want to get it going. Now to Greg back in board to Jeffries. Straight through the middle of the ground, but it's all Tigers. They've got a couple back there. Scott does the mopping up. The execution was poor. Sermon did well with a little slap ball out to Wilson. Stolen by Scott, who barrels one and finds Ian Malera on hands and knees. And the umpire's paid the mark.
Edge of the cricket pitch. Attacking side of centre. Is he looking for his brother? You betcha, buddy. And he finds him. So good kick there. So Glenelg just looking to steady things down. They're on the edge of their 50. So they lead 14-12-96 to Norwood 10-13-73. And taking plenty of time. No shot clock here, of course. In the SANFL Maccas League. 23-point lead. Here comes the kick. He's going to kick from about 53 metres, I reckon. 51 right on the 50. Long ball, high ball. Will it be marked on the line? It will be. Good mark there. Balderstone doing well. Played a pretty steady game for Norwood. He chips short and nearly intercepted there. And a free kick resulted for Norwood. Playing to advantage, I think. Or is it going to come back? It's going to come back. So Norwood trailing by 23 points into time on the last quarter.
Mackenzie now goes short towards half back and finds Shenton, who's been finding plenty of the football now, and Mackenzie back in the 1-2. Little give and go to Talia, who under pressure got his kick away out into open space, and too much open space as it bounces over the picket fence perimeter of Glenelg Stadium, and a free kick results. And it will go the way of Chris Curran, the skipper.
Nearly another ball in the tennis court there, Don.
Yeah, that would have been a couple there. The tennis club could probably raffle off at the end of the year. And
nearly 15 all.
So Curran, long down the line of the outer side of Glenelg Stadium at the back. White couldn't take the mark. McCarthy did well off the non-preferred. Oh, great mark! That's an Ian Malerical mark, that one, off the outside of the shoe. He spotted up Reynolds, unselfish stuff. They are all class, these boys. Ian Malera that time getting involved. Great mark, good kick, good vision to Reynolds. Can he make it his second?
Great poise there from young Miller, and shot it straight across to Reynolds, who marked, and a real steady here for Glenelg. This will go through, you'd think, and put him on the way to victory.
This will charge the glasses down in the bar if he kicks this, and he's hooked it, so they can't celebrate just yet. Reynolds misses an opportunity there now, so the margin just ever so slightly increases, but Norwood with the ball in hand as they bring it out of defence. Can they manufacture something? No, because it's in the hands of Josh Scott.
He's kicked a couple of goals today. He's been very rigorous on and off the ball today. I've enjoyed his game. He reckons he can kick this one. I reckon he'll be right on the money here if he can get a good kick away. 2 goals, both in the first half. 4-goal lead. Can he make it 5 for the Tiger faithful, who are seeking their first victory this season? Scott, deliberate approach, will kick from 55. Up she goes. It's a high ball. Will it come back? Yes, it will. It's a goal. So that's all she wrote for the Tigers. Another goal to Scott. 15-13, 103. They're home now. Norwood 10-13, 73.
Yes, that's on the village scoreboard, and what a great goal. He just hung it up there and he let the breeze do the work. He knew what he was doing, Josh Scott. He's kicked enough of these goals in his career. That is goal number 98, in fact, in game number 67 in the Tigers jumper, Josh Scott. He's all class, as you mentioned there, so it's a 30-point lead. It's clear breathing space now. They can sigh relief. They can all go inside and get a drink down there on Snouts Hill now, because they are home. home.
On a windy day, 8 marks, 2 goals, 2. Fine performance from the young man.
Yeah, great performance. He really stirred himself up in that opening quarter at the first break when he got involved in a little stoush. But here's White, who I've really liked his game too. Stripped of it with Scharenberg, stolen by Shenton, just bullocks his way through traffic, kicks towards the lead. Both players spoiled each other there. It was good work back there by Chalmers to get involved. Martini good, flipped it out the back. Here's Chalmers again, little left shoe, good. Lovely kick, finds Reynolds. They'll steady the ship here now. It's all theirs for the taking. Nice little pass to Scharenberg. They'll just milk the clock down now. Time clock says we've gone 25. Still probably another 3 or 4 minutes of good playing time to go as Scharenberg goes on the 45 and finds Shot at half back. Prepared to concede ground to keep control of the football. Back to Joseph, back to Shot. Shot back to Joseph, and Joseph will clear.
Yeah, a little bit of kick to kick there between the two players there, Joseph and Shot. Joseph with it. He goes out towards the far wing looking for Proud. Proud gets one in the back, and he should get a free kick there, I suspect, against Bampton. So Proud, who's been very good since half time. And the umpire just motioning Proud. White's got the footy, he just chips it back, and Proud will take the free kick. So Glenelg just winding this game down. 5-goal lead, kick up towards half forward. Chance there for Martini, kicks inside the forward 50, and a nice mark taken there by young Hosey, who's played very well. Chips further forward into the pocket, and it's Miller time once again. Terry Miller in the right forward pocket. Excellent day up forward for the Tigers. 4 goals, 1, and he's going to have a shot on goal. The Miller boys have played very well today. I've enjoyed their work. VV was excellent in the ruck for 3 quarters as well. So what can Terry Miller do here? Can he kick another goal? He's kicked 14 this season. There's the siren. And he's finished off in not quite the style he would have liked behind. So that's it. Glenelg winners by 31 points.
Yes, they were the Fighting Fury, and they are from Tigerland, and they celebrate the 2 points. Their first win in the SANFL Macca's League competition this year. Those final scores: Glenelg 15-14, 104, defeating Norwood 10-13-73. Just having a look at the Glenelg goal scorers, thanks to the Telstra store for the match. Terry Malira finished with 4, Lockie Hosey with 3, 2 to Tom Shot, and 2 to also Josh Scott, and